Welcome back to Tales of Morkios, the Slayers. In this episode, we find out exactly where the party chooses to go. Their paths all seem to lead in one direction. Last episode, we saw them trounce a giant brain. Interesting, wasn't it? Okay.
I remember that. That was fun.
It was terrifying.
Oh, hey, Erica, you sound better.
She sounds less cardboardy.
Ah! Yeah, I think I had a cold or something. I'm getting better, though.
I mean, that's what happens when you're in a necropolis, I guess.
I mean, you fly around a lot of times and you just get a head cold and it gets worse because you're flying.
Oh, don't get
Too
me
long will get you every time.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on head colds, as gnomes are known for their head colds. I mean, have you seen the size of our schnozzes? The sinuses got to be horrible.
He has a point.
Just snozberries taste like snozberries. Too bad Kevin wasn't there for that one. All right, so we're
So what were we thinking about doing here? What we had, I mean, I know we have lastly the arcane tower, and we should only go when we're ready. But I think we've just about wrapped up all the rest of our bounties around here, haven't we?
Yeah, we just finished the last one that we had was this crashed airship.
Right. Where's that checklist we were doing?
I can see if I can find it again.
Was it in docs?
It was, yes.
Okay, I think I can find it.
It is titled Morkios Bounties and Quests.
I think Kevin's headphones are really close to your speakers, so I'm getting a bit of reverb on your end.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna go turn his volume down because he always has it up freakishly
No,
high.
I have it muted, so it might be because his headphones are near yours.
No, yeah.
Or something, I don't know.
Yeah, how about now? Is that any better?
Yeah, there's less, I think.
Okay.
Does that sound good, Scott?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we only had a 250 gold reward for the crashed skyship thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got Hayden on the far continent, Gregor, only not really Gregor, and got it optionally, like, what, find his lost airship for him?
I think so. We don't know who it is. We don't know who it is that's trying to hunt us down. And I feel like we're going to have to figure that out eventually. I assume he'll probably find us. But if we run into his castle, then hey. So I don't really know how we're supposed to tell him when we find out. Oh, we can send him a telegram, can't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Because he should be easy to reach. He's not like in disguise or anything.
No, he's not. And he always hangs out at the same club, the one that looks like a big pyramid with a giant naked sphinx out front with boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has epic boobs too. She has epic boobs too.
Nice. Very nice. Like, do they tell a story? Do they, like, got like a whole, like?
No, I mean, people stare at them long enough that they've probably made up stories about them, but that's not the reason that they're epic. Wrong use of the word.
They're epic. Thanks, bro.
Correct use of the word.
So, should we go after our flying castle predicament? Or should we head to the astral clock tower?
You do know that the astral clock tower is the beginning of the last legs of the journey. It's the journey to the core where you would stop the far realm from breaching and break the terrible curse that you have, which so far seems to have been fairly mild, although you've seen nothing of the Nothics and you get the feeling that things are about to be a lot worse.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that's showing up. Like, that ship was ginormous. Oh, shit. We need to
Oh,
No,
shit.
we need to check the caves underneath where the ship was.
The time it would take to search those caves may take you the entirety of your life. This entire hillside, which stretches for probably 40 miles in all directions, it is littered with coal mines. There are literally coal mines all over the place. You could spend the rest of your life searching the caves.
Well, if you were cursed, maybe we should just head over to the tower and just end this.
That's what I was thinking, because the longer we wait, the more shit like this is gonna come through, I think.
And the more
People
side
are gonna
effects
be
it might have. You don't know, it could get worse than this. You know, it may be mild now, but I heard of stories where, like, it started with, like, a little, your hair color changing and you end up turning into a bone demon. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, the longer we wait, the worse it's gonna get. And like, it's not that, like, the curse isn't that bad for us. Yeah, but how many fishing villages have been decimated because of the shit that we did?
You guys helped evacuate them all because they were all threatened because of stuff that started to happen. Stuff that could or could not be related to the Fire Realm. In fact, before this happened, not even monsters messed with the fishers. Now they're all abandoned. You escorted all the fishers and the people in them and helped them all get escorted to the city of Cog, where they began their lives anew under the city by expanding the docks that stretch out across the water. That's where the fishers did. They abandoned them. They couldn't stay there anymore. The only fisher that has people living in it now is the one that's covered in spider webs. And that's because there's phase spiders all over the place. And people, even monsters, are like, yeah, no, I'm good.
So I said we go forward.
That's what I'm thinking.
You guys want to weigh in on this, or?
I mean, any which way we go, I'm going to have something to do. So we got to.
Backpack chimes in. The logical conclusion would be to end the terrible curse that you all are suffered from. I believe that I am unaffected because I am not alive. That is a guess, to say the least.
That's right.
It also could be because I am not a being that is forged with a soul and merely one of cog and machine.
Oh, I'm sure
It
you.
only affects creatures that have a soul.
I don't debate that thing about not having a soul. I'm not sure how it, like, compositely works that way, but something interesting to look into.
I'm here for backup. You guys need me to follow? I'll follow. You've got my gun.
Well, if we're going to be ending this, should we not make sure we're prepared and then some?
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps,
I'm not saying that we go, like, tonight. I need a rest. I've used all my spells and everything.
perhaps we should head back to the capital.
That makes sense, yeah. Pick up our bounty, see if there's anything else that we need to do before we go.
You head back to the capital, and if memory serves, it's about a week. So, you head back to the capital. The first night arrives. You all get cuddled up in your sleeping places in the airship, and you get cozied up there, and you go to sleep, and you find yourselves waking up to a strange sky that you thought you had almost forgotten. Vint, you haven't been here, so this is all new to you, but you're here now. So you wake up, you look, and you see a sky that is of gray clouds. Occasionally a massive, a massive tentacle or giant eyeball several hundred feet across may appear. Shadowy blackness seems to also kind of occasionally phase in and out of existence. You find yourself laying in a dusty, sandy kind of area. Yes, Erica is here too.
Oh no.
You all find yourselves waking up to this nightmarish realm of dreams.
I immediately conjure up an
fuck.
adamantian staff.
Intelligence save.
Hey! Sorry, I gotta take advantage of it while I can. No, I can't. Never mind.
What did you
You're
get?
Being a fighter, I don't have proficiency in the intelligence saving throw, so it's only a 10.
10? Okay. It's less of an adamantine staff and more of a blackwood staff, and it looks kind of gnarly. Not in the 80s term, but in the term of it's actually like very gnarled and weird, twisted looking.
He awkwardly gives it to Erica.
He hands you a staff made of
What do I-
blackwood that is very gnarled and twisted looking. He literally phased it out of existence. It wasn't there, and he just kind of put his hands on either side of his head, and it went and just appeared directly in front of him.
How
It
did
made
you
that
do
noise.
that?
Yeah, you can manifest anything you can imagine here, but you got to focus really hard.
Do
You
we-
also don't want to do it that often. It does warrant summoning a nightmare if you do too much.
Yeah, it gets
Voice
attention.
kind of in the distance.
I was just about to ask, do we see him?
Oh yeah, you do. He's in the distance, walking
you-
in direction.
Want to explain who this is for the handful of people who haven't been here before?
Yes, I do.
Maybe like
All right.
a physical description.
Yep. Let me find his physical description. Back here.
Did I mix the herbs up in my cigar again?
If only it was.
I
Yeah.
don't remember having any drugs unless somebody did it without my permission.
No,
Do we
no.
need
Weird.
permission to do drugs?
I mean, my permission if
This
The drug
was
herd.
good to me.
this wizard, I should
Oh.
probably label him, has a light tan, wide-brimmed hat and a matching long coat. His skin is completely made of metal. His eyes glow with a welcoming blue hue. Upon seeing the group of you here, he kind of adjusts his hat and brushes off his coat and walks your direction.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hello. It's been such a long time. I was worried that maybe you had taken care of things before we got to phase 3. We didn't, though. So we're at phase 3 of the breach.
What does that mean?
Oh, that means you'll be seeing a lot more of me.
Oh no.
Okay, I feel
And
like
this
you
realm
should have.
And the mirror dimension, and in turn,
Um,
that clock down a little faster.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh,
Oh my
excuse
god, it's
my
so
manners.
fucking cute that
I
you
do
raised your hand.
apologize. I am Mirror Mage, as you may call me.
We call him Eminem.
You may also call me Choros, if that's easier to say than Mirror Mage. I'm not sure what your native tongue is.
Churros. Isn't that like a dessert? It's like cinnamon sugary.
Those are true.
There is a dimension that has a dessert named after me. I invented it.
So by phase 3, you mean shit's gonna get worse?
Oh, yes.
Thanos.
A lot less.
Yeah, I wish you had told us this, like, I don't know, 4 months ago.
Oh, I did.
No, you fucking didn't.
Oh, I said it would happen in phases and get worse as it goes on. I didn't say how many there were, though.
This is why we should have just gone there. I
How many
mean,
phases are there? 3? 14?
Only 3.
We're in 3 now.
Once
Okay,
you
we can find a
get to
guy
the
who
end
can
of
shrink
phase,
down,
it
go in
consumes
someone's ass. What?
multiverse.
your butt.
Wait, say that again. Consumes the multiverse. What?
Oh, yes. Because of Morkias's unique nature, because it's not quite a planet and can hop to any multiverse it needs to, if the far realm consumes Morkias, it consumes every realm in every conceivable reality everywhere, all at once.
So no pressure.
No,
Great.
none at all.
By the way, Erica, we learned out that our planet isn't actually a planet. It's a ship
Of sorts, yes.
flying through the multiverse, I think.
Oh,
It's a
I
giant
heard shit. I
planet-sized.
thought this
I mean,
whole time
also
we were
that.
flying shit.
That is so amazingly cool.
Oh, it's about to get a lot cooler once you get inside of it. I've seen the inside once ages ago when the Spellweavers were making it. Although that was 30,000 years ago, give or take.
Wait. What?
What?
I
Did
don't
I
think
start
waiting
again?
is a good idea. I
You
think
have
we
to
should-
take me there. Ah!
Oh, that's where you're headed. That's where you have to place the large Saluvian signs.
Yes, we need to be going. I don't think we should be sticking around.
You're safe here, although the longer you spend here, the more time is warped because reality doesn't quite work the way it's supposed to. Let me see if I can figure out exactly how time is flowing at the moment. Bear with me a second.
Damn
Where
time
in
zones.
the dimension,
You're in a dimension
Person's
with
yelling at
random
God.
time.
We're in dimension savings time.
Well, you don't want to spend too long here. Every minute you spend here is 2 days on your world.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
cool. Let's start doing the ritual to head back home.
Oh, hey,
It's
what's
good seeing you again, Mirror Mage.
Always good to see you.
what's
Does
that?
17 get me that rod that I was trying to manifest?
A 17 does, yeah.
Okay,
cool.
so I looked it up. In real life, 30,000 years ago, people had just figured out how to make ovens, like
Yep.
stone ovens.
Yeah.
So Vint's just
Yeah.
standing around,
Rock
wide-eyed.
painting tradition just fucking started.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right.
He's very old.
Barely. Yeah, I'm gonna plop my ass down and start this ritual that we're now familiar with.
Okay. You
And we'll
start
join
doing
you.
the ritual, and it takes the same time it always does, despite having 2 more people to participate. And as it does, and you complete the ritual, the reality around you seems to shatter like glass and fall away. As it falls away, you find yourself sitting in a hallway, both the floors, the walls, and the ceiling of this weird hallway, which only has 2 directions at the moment. It is all made out of mirrors.
Coby's. I'm immediately looking for the mirror that we have in the back of our quad car.
It's that way. We gotta haul ass down the hall.
Well,
Yep.
Coby would remember what direction specifically, but we don't know if it's in the same spot in this dimension.
We've been
What
through the path a few times. It's pretty consistent, I think.
Yeah. In case you can hear it, Kevin is sitting on the floor playing with the dog.
I can
He
hear
has
the dog.
headphones on, so you can hear it. But just yeah.
You travel down the mirrored hallway. Erica, Vint, you all seem to have a mirrored opposite in the mirrors. The opposite of you in the mirrors doesn't quite look like you. In fact, Erica's opposite is wearing full plate armor and wielding a very large hammer. And Vint's opposite has 2 sabers, which looks as though it would be impossible to wield them both at once, but he's wielding them. His
So,
opposite's also not blue, it's yellow.
Oh God, does he have a panther?
Remind me.
No.
Our mirror versions are anime characters. Oh my god.
No.
Remind me what our mirror versions look like.
You thought your mirror versions looked like you, but they don't. Your mirror opposite now, Hazel, looks kind of like Erica's. It's a chick in full plate armor, and she has a rather large greatsword on her back, and she's also wielding a mace and a shield that both appear to drip shadows.
Huh.
Okay.
Do I still not have a reflection?
Yeah, yours still doesn't exist at all.
Okay.
It's very awkward for you here. You still don't see what's going on.
I have to like
It's
walk with
impossible
my
to see
hands
where the
up.
wall is because you don't even cast a shadow. So you're like, wall. Mm.
Can I like go up to the mirror and like try to like
I will
steady
stop her
my-
from touching it. I'm like, you can step through the mirror, so be careful.
Last time we
Oh.
touched one, someone died. There used to be another member of the party.
He's bullshitting.
Shut up, Hashke.
There was a guy looking in the mirror, and I poked my finger through, and it scared him.
In his bathroom mirror while he was shaving.
Yeah,
Oh,
a party
oh.
member named Carrie.
Damn near cut his own throat.
Vint's just gonna memorize the look
That
of his
said-
reflection.
It
If-
looks exactly like you in the face.
If we
The
can
facial
touch the
features are
mirror-
exactly the same.
They can probably come through as well. So let's maybe not do that.
You also know
Yeah,
that
you
you
just
have a
bonk heads.
time frame here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't touch the mirror, but I want to look at it.
I'm
Like,
sorry, I didn't hear that. What did you say, Blake?
I was reminding everyone else of something you're not
We're
aware
on
of
a-
yet.
We're on a time limit.
Yeah, so we're
So-
walking and talking at this.
What is Coby's reflection?
Coby's reflection now no longer looks exactly like Coby, and in fact looks like a rather brutish-looking gnome who probably hasn't bathed in a very long time. He looks as though he's wearing bones that decorate his body of maybe things he's killed, maybe not. He's wearing a hide armor of sorts that's composed of various types of animal hide that have been stitched together badly, and he's wielding a large club covered in barbed wire.
Well.
If I go up to the wall, Does my mirror version also go up to the wall and like
Correct.
have like a Tarzan moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Your mirrored version, you can almost smell him through the mirror as you get close to the mirror.
Gross.
How much does he stink if you can smell him through dimensions?
Yes.
Very bad.
Like body odor and rotten meat.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
A
here's
nice
our mirror.
combination of the
Again,
two,
rated.
an aroma of
It
decay
doesn't work the second time.
and filth. Hashke's image actually looks exactly like Hashke.
Well, that's interesting.
It actually has completely no difference to him at all. It looks exactly like him in every measurable way.
I transform because normally I just transform it into PGs when I go to bed.
Right.
So I turn into my OG Cogman suit.
While looking at the mirror,
Yes.
your mirrored form seems to transform as well, only into a werewolf, wielding the same club.
Cool.
I elbow Hashke. I'm like, hey, you want to see if your little friend wants to see himself in the mirror?
We don't have time
The
for that.
fucking venom thing.
We do not know what you're talking about.
Salty, get up here.
Okay.
Kobe's gonna do something stupid. He's gonna try to pull the other version of himself through.
God damn it, Coby, what the
Nope,
fuck?
So,
No,
you want to try to pull himself?
As
I
you
would like
watch
to
the
intercept
mirror,
that.
Bring
the
yourself up?
wall itself seems solid.
The universe knows you're about to do some dumb shit.
No, the universe is
Hazel
on a
just
time limit.
smacks you. What the fuck are you doing? Let's go. We don't have time to fight your evil twin.
I just
The
want
universe has a time limit, just like you do.
to make sure he can't do the same. Let's go.
We have to come back here. I need to look at this more. This is
Later.
ridiculously cool.
Erica.
time is especially
Erica?
of the essence here.
Erica,
Oh, Erica, I should say the other version of you has a beard.
okay,
Her
Erica,
beard is quite lovely.
Erica, we're on a specific timer here that does not reset every time we come here, and if it runs out, we cannot leave ever. So we need to
Right.
go now.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Remind me what the time limit is.
But
It was 3 minutes, if I recall.
It was 4 hours.
4
And
hours.
yeah.
Okay,
You
I was
know
way
that
off.
Every trip to the mirror is 5 minutes off the time frame. And now
My
you
tracker,
a lot more often.
my tracker here is showing us 3:33 left on the Dream Realm clock from the last visit.
Yeah, we
By the
don't
way,
have much
you
time left.
spent about 10 minutes doing what happened right now.
Okay, so I'll take 10 off of there. So we're at 3:23 here. Are we finally at our own car mirror, or
you
wherever we put it in?
Seem to be walking to where it would be, but it seems to take a bit longer this time for some reason. And you now 5 minutes more than that are at where the mirror is that you see inside the quad car. So for those of you who haven't seen this, Erica, Vint, you see a picture frame on the wall. And the picture frame on the wall is shaped exactly like the mirror that you see mounted to the ceiling of the quad car every time you get in. To which the two of you are probably worried about why they had a mirror mounted to the ceiling of the quad car. But now
I
you
thought it
know
was just
why.
Coby being weird.
Right, now you know why. So the mirror shows you the inside, instead of the picture being inside the picture frame, it's shaped just like the mirror, and you see the inside of the quad car.
It's like
Anna's gonna go ahead and run up and grab the frame, the picture frame, and like do like a jump kick into it so she lands on her feet in the car.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the Take On Me music video, you know, where he like
Yeah.
looks on the other side.
I was thinking Mario 64, but yeah.
Mario 64 is probably.
I am ushering everybody through the mirror before I jump in.
Okay.
I will gladly jump through the mirror to get out of this weird ass area.
You all get through the mirror. As you are the last one through, Hazel, your reflection looks at you and goes,
I can imagine like pull a Mystique and just walk back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can
pretty
imagine
much.
Right. It just she has just this angry look on her face as you do that. Her hand slams against the side of the mirrored wall and it kind of reverberates.
Oh boy, okay, cool. Maybe don't try to get closer to your. Yeah, never mind, Coby. Don't do stupid shit and touch your double.
I was
You
not.
pissed yourself off.
See, I was not being stupid. I'm trying to figure out things so we don't have to worry about it next time we go through. It actually saves us time in the long run. We know that they can't get through by going through the wall.
That was
Also-
a risk. We didn't know that. You could have just invited them in.
It would be a great. It would be a greater risk if we had it happen and we didn't know it was going to happen. We could have
As
spent
in, we
even
get into
more.
the car and then they follow us.
Yes, or we could have spent even more time in there.
Okay.
You
alright.
do know from what you remember now that you've recalled events, Mirror Mage's exact words to you were that if you spend too much time there and you go past your 4-hour limit, you will summon your opposite. And then the only way to leave is for one of you to die. Your evil twin knows that and will do what they can to try to kill you and take your place.
So by that theory, the reason that Mirror Mage can't leave is because he can't kill his double?
Because his double is as powerful and as old and as wise as him. It knows what he knows. But he can't kill his double. So he can never leave. He also volunteered to stay there to try to usher people safely out of the place.
Okay.
That was very neighborly then.
But
After I heard
his realm was consumed.
After I said I assume he can't beat his double, my computer just froze up. So what was that again?
You basically assume that the reason he doesn't go to the mirror dimension is twofold. One, he probably can't beat his double because it's as smart as he is and knows everything he knows and is as powerful as he is. But also because you remember him telling you the tale of his world, his entire world, universe even, being consumed. So he stayed as a means of protecting other worlds from never happening to them again.
Okay, so partially a choice, partially I don't think I can beat my double.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Since I have magic initiate, is Erica's staff actually a spell focus? Can it actually be used for casting spells?
The gnarled staff that you made in the dream realm, yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I just wanted to confirm that.
Anna kind of looks at you just like really proud, like look at you manifesting your own pieces.
So it's
It's-
very interesting.
It's not what I was trying to make.
Oh, that reminds
I
me.
like
Coby,
it.
when we get back to your pad, I want to work with you to make a holster for my gun.
Yeah, so we've been wanting to do that for a while, and that's another reason why I wanted us to go there, so we could
Yes,
get stuff like
absolutely.
that we haven't had time to do.
Yes, I just remembered.
But yeah, so you see why we were freaking out about mirrors then. Also, sorry, Vint, you're now part of this. So,
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
sorry we passed on the curse.
We're cursed.
The mirror shit.
Oh.
What would you call it? An inconvenience there, Hashke?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you specified curse because I was afraid I was tripping on my cigars.
No.
No, we could do that too, but that was not a result of this.
Also, I found it interesting. My opposite was a what was it? What were they called in that book? A lycanthrope. I thought that was interesting.
Why the fuck are all of our opposites in plate mail?
Mine wasn't.
Well,
I
if
am.
my if my counterpart was any indication, I think if we're all looking at the same dimensional versions of ourselves, it must really suck over there.
Yeah, but like
But you're not
honestly,
there, so
I mean, but if she's me, I can't really wear armor that heavy and be effective.
Wait,
It's opposite of you, probably.
wait.
Oh, the
Or no.
opposite.
Heavy armor,
No. Okay.
naturally based transformation as opposed to tech based.
Oh,
Opposite. It's why I don't have an opposite.
look at you working
I'm so
that
bland
high.
I'm the blandest non-white man
Hus-
you ever meet.
Huske's opposite is a sentient ooze, and it's got like a little man poking out his shoulder.
His opposite is just him, but without the symbiote.
No, his opposite is a warforged, and his brain in a jar is on his shoulder.
His brain in jars in his show. Right. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Since he's Mr. Druid Man.
Have been both warrior and mystic, so my opposite would be warrior and mystic, so identical to me almost.
The
Look at you working that high wisdom score.
But Anna, since you do not have a reflection, did we already defeat your reflection?
I feel like yes. I think that's why I don't have reflection is because we killed her, or at least banished her. She's
It's
gone.
because you don't have a soul. You're a soulless monstrosity.
No, I was thinking it's
wait,
because she's not from this realm.
Yeah, I was gonna say that she is.
But neither is my counterpart. That's the thing is she's originally from another hell, or that's the thing. It's these dimensions seem to have copies of each other.
I'm curious, mostly, if I fight my other self and I catch that lycanthropy...
You'd have to have some very flexible armor.
Is that what you're starting to figure out?
Yeah, I'm wondering...
Well, I mean, if they're a true lycanthrope, you would become one as well. So don't get
Right,
bit.
but then they would be your opposite, so they would not be a lycanthrope.
Why couldn't you be something cool like a werebear?
Yeah, but
what?
you wouldn't really.
No, I think it's straight.
I don't think that.
Wait,
I don't.
why would I wear a bear?
I don't think you would start to feel the effects of being a lycanthrope until the next full moon, so it wouldn't matter.
No, but Coby, imagine a bear with your brain and power armor.
Okay, I'm going with in character. He was saying lycanthropes haven't been like a thing on his world in forever. So Coby just knows what he read. Yeah,
Nope.
Coby just knows what he read on his textbooks.
The only
and all
one
he's seen.
was, Heimlich.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that.
And the only one he's seen is werewolf, but it was not labeled werewolf. It's lycanthrope. He doesn't know there's different versions. So that's why when you said werebear, he was very confused.
So confused. Oh yeah, no, there's all kinds of weird creatures, man. It's a whole world of half man, half animal, and not all the time. She holds up a distinguishing finger here. They change usually in the presence of full moonlight, and they're definitely allergic to silver.
I mean,
I knew a woman like that changed under the moonlight.
I mean, the lady in red was a lycanthrope. I do remember.
Yeah, but they come in all different flavors. There's more than just big wolves.
Technically, it wouldn't be lycanthrope. It'd be
Do you
like.
think you would be allergic to me if you were a werewolf?
That's an excellent hypothesis.
What was that?
Allergic to meat?
Me. She said me. Her name is Silvers.
Yeah.
Are they allergic to the word silver?
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's more of a physiological thing than.
I mean, I do
That
want
would
a
be called
silver,
a
so that's
joke.
fair.
Oh, they
They were
probably
making
avoid you
it.
like the plague. Yeah. If you walk around just jingling like just covered in silver like that, they probably would keep their distance.
Sure.
It's like wearing garlic in Vampire Town.
Wait, what?
Sorry, Sanguinare here.
Oh, okay.
I keep having to translate.
I like how I know what I'm not supposed to know out of character. It's weird.
It's always funny.
Hannah was discussing what the hell lycanthropes were. She mentioned a werebear, and I'm like, why would I wear a bear?
So as soon as we make it back into the car, Hazel's gonna jog up to where we left backpack and ask what day it is.
We've been gone approximately
And-
6 days.
Oh,
Cool. How far away are we from the capital?
We've been at the capital for a day now.
God damn it.
Oh, did you start piloting back and we just happened to be in the car?
He
when it
was
happened?
driving while we were sleeping.
It was
Oh,
a straight
great.
line.
Good job, backpack. Pat his head.
Yay.
He looks over at you and nods. Thank you.
We really
Straight
need
lines
to
are what I'm-
program backpack to be able to drive not just in a straight line.
I
As you
mean,
say that, he cocks his head sideways. What do you mean? I
small
don't understand.
Baby
Not
steps, Erica.
Like follow a path instead of a straight line. That's plausible to make.
I don't think he'd be able to do
He
any
kind
sort of
taps the side
automatic
of his
piloting.
blank- He taps the side of his blank face as if thinking. Not in a straight line.
Yeah,
You don't. You're
Not
gonna break
straight.
it. Hold on. Hold it. You don't. Oh no.
He continually does this.
Coby.
Don't worry, I'll work on it. I'll make a plan. Coby, do you think we can do it?
Coby, he's stuck.
Backpack. Just stay here and make sure that the airship doesn't go anywhere.
Huh? Oh, yes. Not in a straight line.
Oh, no.
It's like that dude with the pound of feathers and the pound of
he's completely lost in thought. Like it seems as though he's oblivious to what's happening around him.
We've introduced him to an entirely new concept.
Oh my god, you can be not straight, my goodness.
He's staring at the controls for the ship, kind of just tapping inside of his blank face, looking.
Oh,
And every
then
so
it occurs.
often you hear him say, not in a straight line.
It's like teaching a binary computer the concept of 2.
Yeah.
There were ones and zeros everywhere. I think I saw 2.
There's no such thing as 2, Bender.
There's no such thing as 2, Bender.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love Futurama.
So Anna's gonna like clap Backpack on the back for being a good bot and say, Coby, you should get him like an unscheduled, like hot lubricant bath maintenance package when we get back. A little spa day for him.
No
We've
such
been in the
thing
desert for a
as
while.
2.
He looks like he could really use the relaxation.
Not a straight line.
Relaxation.
Oof. Oh god, did I break him?
Yeah, a bit.
No, I mean, I know how to relax. It's just he's like not really able to do that.
He stops staring at the controls and goes into the compartment where Erica keeps her paper and a pencil, and pulls out a giant pack of paper and a pencil and sits down at a nearby desk and draws a straight line and then kind of stares at it.
Oh God, you've made him a dull boy.
Flips it over and he draws a straight line with a 90-degree angle in it, and he kind of stares at it.
Okay, is there
Straight line?
any way, like, does the back of his head like open up like it's the back of a trunk to a vehicle?
Yes.
Okay, I do that and I'm looking in there, trying to tinker with it.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Some of the cogs appear to be repetitively spinning only back and forth.
Oh god.
I take one out. It's getting a little too hot. I'm like, put it back in. Maybe just a few of them.
You make some adjustments and kind of like, well, this is as good as it's going to get, I guess. Put some lubrication in there so that everything moves correctly, and then close his head back up, and he's like, not a straight line. And he puts the other paper aside and draws a straight line and stares at it for a while and flips the paper over and then draws a triangle. Not a straight line.
I mean, yeah.
Erica will sit down and draw like a squiggly line and be like, not a straight line.
He turns his head sideways. Not a straight line.
How advanced is Backpack?
Not that advanced.
He holds a piece of
really
straight line on it up next to your squiggly line, and he stares at them.
Coby turns to Hashke and smiles and says, yeah, he's a prototype my dad made.
I write down the formula for a linear line and then a quadratic, hyperbole and stuff. I'm like, straight, not straight.
As you write down the equations, he goes, something I can understand. This makes more sense. Yes, I understand your concept of not a straight line.
Well,
He's a Babbage.
but theoretically,
Differential.
you could like make like a map that you can like follow, or globe, or
Yeah,
Equations I can understand.
maybe there's a system we can make that has specific positions globally.
yeah, exactly.
But we're
I
not
mean,
a globe.
if it is a ship, if the whole planet is a ship, there
Couldn't-
must be some blueprints that we can like.
Well,
follow.
like, okay, so say we want
points to it.
Say we're here, and instead of going directly south this way, we say, okay, we want you to go to this
I walk
point in a
over.
straight line.
I
And
grab a
then-
map, put the map out onto the thing,
Just draw a
grab
bunch
a
of
straight
straight
edge.
lines.
and a pencil, draw lines, use the imperial capital, put 00, number the thing. There, coordinate system. We want you to go here. Got it?
Right, but you would still go in a straight line.
Mathematical
But it would
equation.
be
I mean,
At last,
it
you
like-
can
wouldn't
communicate in a
it
way I
wouldn't be
understand.
exceptionally it wouldn't be like the most optimal route, but it gets in there maybe.
He looks at the
Well,
map
I'm
and he goes,
thinking of making an optimal route. Why would we make a sub-optimal route? That's just silly.
Because it's better than he sits and waits for us for 6 days while we're trapped in the dream
On
realm.
a curved line is the straightest points. On a flat, it is a straight line. Ergo, he doesn't have to go anything that's not a curve or straight.
Coby goes into
I doesn't understand anything
Nope.
that's happening.
Coby is like, okay, so on these specific parts where it gets to this specific elevation, you need to make a detour and you go around this way instead. And he's like erasing some of the lines Hashke made and is like getting them around mountain ranges and stuff.
interesting.
I mean, he is smart enough to raise the ship's elevation when we go over mountains, yeah?
Yes, but going up to a certain elevation is bad for the helium.
I guess that's fair.
Well, maybe not the helium, but more the structural integrity because it starts to get really cold.
Actually, the airship can only go up to a certain altitude, as Erica and Coby know, because the helium starts to compress and then the ship could crash.
But I was thinking more of a GPS coordinate system of sorts. But
I
we'll work
point
on that later because we actually have work to
No,
do and you guys are distracting me.
That's what
I'm
he
trying
just
to do
made.
this later.
Erica, I
Just
just want
made
to
a
point out.
coordination system.
A GPS. I like the name. Okay, all right, let's go.
I just want to point out that if what we're hearing, everything about the Arcane Clock Tower is true, once we get down and presumably get through all of this, Erica, you'll be able to fly the planet.
Yes,
Think of that.
that's why I want to go. I want to see how that works.
Backpack
right.
stares at the
He's so
controls for the airship, and then he stares back at you. I don't think the controls for the planet are going to be this simple.
She looks at her.
He looks at the 47 switches, 4 knobs, and 8 levers that control the airship.
I mean,
I
Sweet.
don't think the planet
I
is.
love a challenge. Let's go. She gets it.
they only need like 4 controls: pitch, yaw, and yeah. Anyway, Hashke just walks away. Yes, I am good.
Hashke was more comfortable flying biplanes because they had one control, a lever. There were pedals and a lever. That was it. You didn't need anything else.
You only need
In
to.
every game, he's just a grandma.
Right.
Remember, we're Dieselpunk. You gotta have like 50 things going simultaneously for one output.
Yeah. Like everything is a Rube Goldberg machine.
Yeah. All right. So let's get that holster. As I point over to Anna.
Yeah, and she's going to give you the finger guns right back.
All right, you go do what you got to do. How long do you take?
Well, it's just a mundane item, right? Unless you want to make it like something fancy Dan, like with like a magnet or something for a quick.
Ooh.
You are considered rested, even though you dream traveled, and it counts as sleeping. So your abilities and everything that recovers when you sleep are
a
recovered.
reset. Okay.
So don't think that when you dream travel, it's kind of like an interruption. It still counts as sleeping. It's that you don't wake up where you went to sleep.
Okay.
You can hear that because we're muted.
Katrina always mutes my good quips. Come on, stop that. Every time I have a good little joke when people say something, she's like, "I muted you." It's like, come on. They're
Okay.
not that bad.
I think she's been with you so long that she's
Yes,
anticipating
bro.
when you're going to make a bad joke, and she's beating you to the punch.
I know. It's like rude.
Okay, so what kind of holster were you thinking about? Are you thinking about going the Wild West? Because I'm not really a leather worker, so I don't know.
No, I was thinking something more like it's a shotgun, so I'm probably going to have to do back draw, but I want it to be something I can get out quickly, or at least as quickly as you can on a regular sword, let's say. I want to.
The physics from drawing a shotgun from your back seems to be wholly illogical. You think maybe more like a sword hilt, and it could kind of be pulled from the side?
Well, if I had cut it down and make it like just a sawed off and have it with a shorter barrel, I could probably go for a thigh-based magnetic holster. So I could just pull it off. But
You want to pull your gun off?
I love
Sounds like you have a
See-
personal relationship with your gun.
See, I like the magnetism idea, but that actually sets off a lot of different things in your barrel because it switches around the magnetic compounds of the alloys of the metal, so it actually knocks the projectiles that you're shooting out of the barrel a little off. Gradually.
Okay, so
over
not
time.
that then. But
No,
something,
we could. I
something
could
kind
get it to
of like
work, but what if? And
We
then
can
he's just like
have,
he's
like-
getting to work on it, so he's starting to make your
Right.
What if
it would be
instead of
magnetic.
well, it could be magnetized, or it could be like detachable, like fabric, or some sort of mechanism that's made out of wood that can be like a puzzle piece of sorts, and you just pull it out.
What are you thinking? And I like draw a very rough
Radio host.
diagram idea.
Yeah.
let's try and engineer a quick draw holster for a sawed off.
And
It's just a
Erica
bunch of nerd shit.
and Eric and Coby hands Erica the pen.
Wow.
Like, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking if we make it into a more or less magnetic, but like without magnetism. So maybe perhaps a locking mechanism of some sort. Because as you said, it might mess up the gun if we use magnets.
So probably about 15 minutes later, Husky comes out, throws a holster. Idiots.
What?
Literally.
Okay, shut up! We have 5 intelligence. Don't even add me, Kevin. No.
He throws a holster down that seems to be both adjustable to side and back holster with a strap that can just slide around.
Oh.
Nice.
I'm just like, I spent 20 years of my life gunslinging, making holsters and guns.
I had no idea.
His point.
Motherfucker makes his own bullets.
Also has a point.
We've been traveling with him for months, and you never realized that he knows how to make his own bullets?
Well, no, the bullets I knew about. The leatherwork was new.
Everything I had is homemade. My guns, that I had.
I don't know that I've seen you make all of your own stuff.
Oh,
though.
because I made it before I.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
So
with
that I wouldn't have known that.
Oh, speaking of Hashke, any specific munition you think we should be crafting for this?
Ammunition for what?
The astral clock tower. We're gonna be fighting some maybe
Spirit
another
ship?
big brain or something. I don't know.
Well,
Do you think we should make more of those? I think you mentioned like you had like a hollow end to it, and it like broke apart.
Mhm.
Maybe some of those.
Oh, I think I might actually be able to get some insight on that. Let me read the spell really quick while we're all doing our individual things.
yeah, that's good bullets, but you gotta know what you're gonna fight first.
That's why we should make maybe a little bit of everything.
Yep. Also, adamantium works on almost everything.
What is their pervious to adamantium?
Okay.
It punches through basically everything.
Yes, but this is also a very evil and strong place, so perhaps there's things that are not affected by that. Also, we're dealing with things from out of this dimension, so
I would. Anna is going to go ahead and take a chance to conduct a ritual, summoning or casting of Contact Other Plane.
I am the evil Baylor.
And it's an 18 on the intelligence check to beat
What
the
plane are you contacting? Because you don't necessarily talk to your patron.
No, well, actually, I mean, we've met Elle before and we've talked to Elle before, so that's not necessarily off the table.
Yeah,
Oh.
but like it's just yeah.
Basically, the question that she wants to put out is there any particular thing we can do to better prepare ourselves for facing the Astral Clock Tower at this point?
How does that spell work?
Well, so you mentally contact a demigod, spirit of a long dead sage, or some other mysterious entity from another plane. Can strain or even break your mind. I made the DC 15 intelligence saving throw, so I'm not insane or gibberishy.
You
On
can.
a successful save, I can ask up to 5 questions.
Ask away.
I believe you can ask a
Although
specific target.
okay. So my first question is there something we can be doing to specifically prepare ourselves for success in the Astral Clock Tower? And that would be a yes or no question. But the answers can be yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear if I don't know.
No.
Okay.
And you heard it in Mirror Mage's voice.
Oh, well, hello. Okay.
Blake, the spell is on page 226 in the PHP if you want to.
Thank you.
He said he told you word for word, but now you just have a reference.
Right. Okay. So, second question: will we still be able to come back from here, assuming we survive, and deal with Hayden after this?
Yes.
Cool. Third question: will this eventually provide me an avenue to get back to my home dimension?
Unclear.
Of course. And I'm going to look around and say I've got 2 questions for potential information from the Mirror Mage. So you want to ask something? Nope. Okay. I guess What?
How do we get there? Do we know how to get there?
I don't know how to get there.
We've seen the Astral Clock Tower, isn't it in the desert?
Yep. It's in the Jewel in the Sand, in the center of the city.
Yeah, though
it's a major landmark.
Okay.
We know
It's a 4-story clock tower.
It's just going to be like a fucking endurance trial to get through it.
Well, 6 stories if you count the large spike at the top, but I mean nothing's up there. It's just a large spike.
Okay, so I guess if I don't have any more questions up before, then we'll just drop the spell.
Okay, the spell ends.
All right, she'll wipe a little blood off of her nose and go on about her business.
You alright?
Yeah, no, I'm okay.
You
Thanks,
taste
man.
oranges for a brief minute, and then it's fine.
I give her like a hanky.
Thank you.
The hanky smells like motor oil.
I'm sorry, it's the only one I have.
That's okay. I like hydrocarbons. She really does too, because she goes all oily when she turns on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, your avatar form. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of goopy blackness happening in this campaign.
Yeah, there is.
You're going to be expecting to see Tim Curry as Hexus coming here in a minute. All right, so we're back in the capital now and working on stuff. And
you have a holster?
How fast are we time skipping? Like how far ahead? Or are we going to do like in-town stuff as well, like carousing and things?
Yeah. So for my Eldritch suit, I was wanting to make a few upgrades, but I don't know how much it will cost and how much time it will take.
What are you looking to upgrade?
I don't know, maybe a way to fly in the suit, and also maybe a built-in weapon.
You already have a way of making a backpack of sorts that would allow anyone here to fly. In fact, you could make one of these for everybody, and it would probably be done by the end of today.
Are we going to go with the Asmer fly, where it's like you get it for up to a minute total a day, but you can turn it on?
That's not how the Asmer's ability works.
The flying boots, my bad.
There you go.
It's like the flying boots, basically, but it takes the place of your backpack, but you can just wear your backpack on your front. and they basically will function for approximately 3 hours a day altogether before it's out of diesel and needs to recharge.
Okay.
I'm content to stick with my winged boots that I already have. Thanks.
Well, we don't know what we're going to encounter in that far realm. There might not even be a way of standing.
Yeah, the idea of having some way to fly is helpful.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Do you think I should take one just for backup?
Yes.
Maybe we might run into anti-magic. This stuff works in anti-magic, right?
Yes.
So,
okay.
Also, I was thinking of
Maybe
making some specific storage components within the right gauntlet of the Still the Far Realm suit. I don't know, maybe being able to equip rings on the gauntlet itself, or like slots for rings.
You want to put gemstone on your gauntlet?
No, not gemstones.
One in the back, one each knuckle.
I'm just imagining, it's like, when you said Far Realm suit, for some reason I just went somewhere else, and I'm seeing, like, Hellboy's red right hand. Right? But it's also the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
I mean, Hellboy's hand is what I imagined for the Power Fist. That's the D8 bludgeoning for this weapon.
Right.
But now you're putting, like, Infinity Knuckles on it.
But normally I wouldn't be able to wear a ring and have full plate on, because the full plate would go over top of your hand that would normally have the ring on it. And you can't really have the ring on underneath very well.
You can still use magic rings with gauntlets.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Screw it. Okay, slots for gems.
change
Fuck
size
it.
according
Whatever.
to your hand, so you can possibly put it on top of the gauntlet.
Magic rings do, I think, like
Yeah.
the one ring kind of things.
I'm thinking. Okay, we're gonna do some crazy 5th edition bending bullshit. Maybe could I have it so I could have the suit attuned to a ring instead of me attuning to it? Thus,
If you're wearing
negating
the Eldritch
the
suit,
re-attunements.
If
But that's the universe thing. That could get very broken.
I will say if you're wearing the Eldritch suit, but only because you have the symbiote forged into the suit.
That makes sense, I guess.
So the symbiote's basically using the ring.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
As long as you don't piss the symbiote off, it'll work.
I'll start working on that, and I'm thinking maybe like ion stone thing on it or something as the ring.
You can equip an ion stone in the back of the gauntlet or something.
Summon an ant to crawl up his butt.
You don't think that the sphincter muscles would allow that to happen?
I hate that.
You have some really interesting hobbies there, Hashke.
No, I know what he's referencing. The joke
I
everybody
know,
had,
I hate it. It's awful.
where they're like, Ant-Man could beat Thanos instantly. He just has to crawl up his butt and then turn normal size.
I'm also familiar with the meme, but I'm also saying Hashke is weird and likes to do weird things with animals. And you can't take it out of context, because, I mean, that's literally exactly the context.
I do nothing strange bananas.
Hello, Pupper.
You know what? Let's see. How much does rare items cost again?
Rare are 501 to 5,000.
Okay, cool. Would there be any way I could make a... it would be equivalent mechanically to this ion stone, but a specific slot on the gauntlet that would be a bright purple prism, and it's able to spell or store spells in it. Up to 3 levels worth. It's rare.
Are you trying to make Thanos' gauntlet? That's
No.
what you're doing. That's what you're doing now.
You're totally doing that.
No, because that's a spell, not I change this matter to a
you got
completely
one
new
that can
matter.
cast enhance ability, one that can cast
do
wish,
time stop.
time stop,
One
teleport.
that's polymorph.
Yeah, what level are we? I can't put like a 9th level spell at will on each gem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds balanced.
Yeah, sure.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
There's a lot of 7 parts shit going on over there.
I was thinking of going to look for some scrolls. Vint, I think you had mentioned some interest in looking at scrolls as well.
Vint is looking very cardboardy.
But the main
No, I'm here.
No, he's
Oh,
back.
hey, welcome back.
the main reason I wanted to make them actual rings is so I could go like it's not on the gauntlet. Here, Erica, here's a spell you can use.
Oh.
Did you say smell?
A spell.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. This is very useful. Thank you so much.
Are you okay there, Jesse?
I got really excited for you guys for a second.
I think Erica's so dense she doesn't understand the context of what you are like
Implying there.
I do, and Coby does not either. So
Well, you both flew right over both of your heads.
Scott didn't, so Coby didn't. So whatever.
Like I got it, but like Erica is a dumb nerd, so no.
Anna looks very frustrated.
I wonder why.
Because she can't get this fucking ship off the ground.
What do you mean? It's an airship.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Both went the same direction. That's great. All right.
Gonna sigh and hey, it's Hazel. Do you want to go get a drink?
I mean, I was gonna go shopping, but after that, yeah, we can get a drink.
Yeah, I would like to. I've got a lot. Well, I've got a little bit of gold that I can spend for additional scrolls. I'm trying to do everything I can with my herbalist kit to make as many potions and extra rounds as I need to carry forward. So yeah, scrolls would not be a bad idea as well.
We have a shitload of healing potions, but we don't have anything that would like counteract poison or anything like that. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can
There
go.
is antitoxins for sale in the city.
Yeah, I've got a solution for that, and then I'll point towards the gauntlet on his hand again. If I've got poison, I've got anti-poison. So,
I don't understand. Does that help you or does that help everyone?
Well, remember the last time around when I shot Hashke and it healed him?
Yeah.
Same principle. I've got airborne antitoxin or anti-poison, should you need it.
Nifty. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Blake, how much would that cost? It's a rare equivalent.
501 to 5K.
I'd be build. I'm thinking me and Erica would build it because it's definitely like a crystallized magic, essentially.
501.
Really? Okay.
You're building it, so it's cheaper than buying it.
Okay.
If you were buying it, closer to 5K, but
let's see. How much would the jetpacks cost, though, in materials to make?
The jetpacks actually, your father says, "Well, son, this is such an interesting idea. I'll tell you what. I'll make them all for free, and I keep the blueprints."
All right, deal.
You know, this is your father's way of saying, "I'm going to mass manufacture this shit."
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And you get the first 5 for free because I know how they work now, and this is great. This is your father's way of paying for something without paying for it.
But I would also like to make a ring of jumping and a ring of mind shielding.
Okay.
How many attunement slots do you have left, though?
The Ion Stone is not attuned. I don't think. Wait, it might be, but if it is,
Pretty
then
sure all ion stones.
If it is, that's only 2 more, and that would max it out.
Okay.
Are those uncommon or rare?
They are both uncommon.
All right, 500.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I was about to say, actually, that makes sense with their attunement. Why would they not be attunement? They have to orbit around your head normally.
Right.
All right. I'm looking more like the Mandarin now. With the rings.
Just don't make friends with a giant face that has arms on it, and you're fine.
Okay.
Or piss off a giant dragon that sleeps a lot.
Right, yeah. Don't do that either.
And anybody else want me to make anything since I'm probably going to be here for a few weeks crafting all this stuff?
Yeah.
I'm pointing out that the longer we wait, the more shit's gonna get bad. But
yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, yeah.
It only takes 3 days to craft all this because your father helps you make it.
Okay.
Your father lets you use the manufacturing plants and all the stuff in the factory to make all the stuff because he's like, my boy, you're doing something special here. I don't want you to mess it up. So he has some of his best engineers help you, and you've got like an army of dwarf engineers and gnome crafters to help you create it. So it does not take long to make all this stuff, even the magical items. Surprisingly enough, Erica, some of these dwarves have such an incredible knowledge of how to craft magical things as well as integrate them into technology that it's fascinating.
Okay.
I'm going to start a list of all of the forks that I have attunement for.
Okay.
So far, I've got the Morcus material plane, and I've got the Dream Realm where Mirror Mage lives.
Yep.
At some point, I'd like to change that little piece of the Corian green steel that I squirreled away and make another fork for that as well.
Okay.
Whatever version of the hell that thing came from, which I suspect maybe where Evil Anna lives.
You suspect probably correctly.
Cool. I'm gonna use my scroll feather or the scroll quill thing.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna bind that to a casting of plane shift, and I'm gonna wrap up the prime material fork with it. I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
Okay.
Just in case some shit goes sideways and we get lost in some ass backwards dimension, we have a way home.
All right.
Blake, I put into the chat that I was looking for a handful of scrolls. Was anybody else interested in seeing if I could pick up any for them, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I made mention of it, but yes.
Would any of us be able to use healing ones?
I can.
To use a scroll, it has to be one that's on your spell list. So I don't know what spell you got from
Wizard.
your feet, Coby.
The wizard, for sure.
But I don't know whether the feat would allow you to use all wizard scrolls. I think it would only allow you to use a scroll of that spell.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, so to use a scroll, it has to be a spell that you can cast normally. That's on your spell list. Because I'm a ranger, I can cast like Cure Wounds from a scroll, no problem. However, if I want to cast a third level ranger spell, because I don't know any third level ranger spells, I have to make an ability check. But I have no chance in hell of casting wizard spells. I just can't do it.
Okay, if that's the case. Okay, if that's the case, if you have any interest in the ones that I have access to, I can try to help with the scrolls of creating scrolls of those spells. Okay. I'm not sure if that's how it works.
To create a first level spell scroll takes a day and 25 gold. A second level spell scroll takes 3 days and 250. Third level is 1 week and 500. So I think it would only be like 1 second level one. So.
Okay, well, still on the table if you want it. Otherwise, I'm gonna just run with what I've got.
Well, we do still have another couple of days journey to get to the spire, so maybe let's buy some stuff. Like it takes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'll say I'll get like 700 gold worth of stuff to make scrolls on the go.
Coby's mom helps you buy some stuff, so you don't spend as much. Hazel, you spend the minimum amount on both the common and uncommon scrolls you're looking for.
Okay.
Hazel's mom has some connections in the city. Or sorry, Coby.
I was gonna say.
Coby's mom.
Can I use a Mystic Arcanum, like a once-a-day spell for a spell scroll, if that's all I'm doing with it for the day?
We could barely hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
I said, can I use my Mystic Arcanum powers to fuel spell scroll writing, since I can only cast it once a day anyway?
I mean, you can cast it when the way spell scribing works, you have to be able to cast the spell. All you need to do is be able to cast it once a day.
I can theoretically, if I had right a spell, in this case, I bite. Yes.
If you can cast a spell, you can write the scroll.
Right.
Cool. All right, great. Okay, thank you.
One last thing, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Coby's going to use the very limited initiative level amount of wizardry that he knows. Is there any way he could take that staff made of, what was it, ironwood?
Darkwood.
Darkwood. That darkwood staff, and make it into the equivalent of a wand of the war mage, a +1. Essentially, it's the spellcasting focus gets a +1 to bonuses on spell attacks and saving throws. It's a +1 staff, essentially.
That would take over a week, wouldn't it? Or no?
Usually.
You
Okay,
could, but it would take a week.
What kind of what magic?
It's uncommon. It's a wand normally, but it's just a staff-sized wand.
Yeah.
Uncommon is 2 weeks and 200 gold.
Yeah, never mind about
Would it change if like somebody was helping, or is it just like a thing that's like?
It's unfortunately a flat time frame. Yeah.
It seems makes no sense to me. Like it should be relevant to intelligence and who's helping you.
Believe it or not, it's shorter than it was in other editions. In 3rd edition, it would probably take me half a year.
It took a year and a half to forge a dagger using the rules of 3rd edition.
Also, probably would have took 10,000 gold or something.
That seems ridiculous. All right.
A year and a half. Never mind that a skilled blacksmith could easily make a dagger in not even a day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's ridiculous.
So, if it's
take a year and a half to make a freaking dagger, it's ridiculous.
So this
Didn't take that long.
Oh, it did, because you have to bust it down into gold, bust down the gold piece value into silver pieces, and then bust that down into copper. And then because it was made out of a special metal, now that adds to the price of the price, which adds to the crafting time based on the value of crafting.
Adamantium or regular dagger? A regular dagger only took a couple days.
It's a dagger made out of cold metal, which was a 3.5 metal in favor.
Anyway, so it normally takes...
We lied. Crafting multiple characters can combine their efforts. Divide the time needed to create an item by the number of characters working on it. Use your judgment when determining how many characters can collaborate.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah.
It'd take a week then, right?
Yeah.
Instead of a week, if you had Erica...
Well, it would take 2 weeks for an uncommon item, so it would take one.
If Erica helped, it would take a week. And if you got other people with magic to help, like Anna and somebody else, it would take even less.
And would you be willing to assist?
Yeah, no, I don't mind at all.
So Anna's putting some crazy runes on it. Coby's putting some very geometrical runes on it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just see... after shopping with Hazel, your mom helps as well.
Oh wow, so 3 days maybe.
Yeah. So while you're making that, crafting the other thing and making the other thing,
on like 4 different things.
Yeah, pretty much. Coby's working on 4 different things at once right now.
Okay.
Makes me
so after 3 days of practically no sleep, Coby is done.
Makes me wish I was a defragger and I just had 4 arms.
Yeah.
I imagine you would have built yourself like an extra set of
like Iron Spider kind of situation.
Yeah.
Oh, that would take a lot longer.
Or Doc Ock.
Yeah, Doc Ock. Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of extra arms.
Yeah, and I'll make it so there's just a very specific weakness that's very vulnerable and easy to break, and the arms will go rogue and take over my brain. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Genius design.
Right.
That's why he's
based on the neurological inhibitor, which is oddly enough right in the very center of my back and sticks out like a giant spike made of fragile glass. And if it's broken, that's it. I go nutso.
Yeah,
oh God, it broke.
If that was a boss character, like that would just be the screamingly obvious weak point that you have to get through their arms to hit.
If it was a boss, it'd be an eyeball, and Link would just be like, hit. Anyway, so I'm building magic weapons montage.
Yep.
Hashke just stands there and is like, you could have just bought a freaking holster instead of spending 10 years making an overly complex version.
Where's that royalty-free montage music that we need?
Like a 1.5 speed version of the cantina from Star Wars.
I don't know.
Do it.
Yeah.
My very, very poor improv attempt at the cantina.
Beautiful.
I love it. All right. Well, 3 practically sleepless nights for Coby later. The rest of you, unfortunately, are sleeping, which means you go to the dream realm. 3
I mean,
separate
he still needs to sleep.
times.
I don't
Yeah,
need to sleep.
He still ends up,
Sleeps for the week.
he still ends up going to sleep,
Okay.
which means he ends up in the dream realm with you. And you go every
At
single
some point, Erica just
night.
knocks him out. Like, no, Coby, stop.
No, I like to think he's just like, he blinks and he lost consciousness. So he like blinked and he's there and he's like, God damn it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because at a certain point of sleep deprivation, that just happens.
Yeah, you're just like, I'll just gonna close my eye. Yeah. Just gonna close my eyes for a little bit, Zonk.
Question for the universe. If I'm going back through the dream realm, do I start with the same time limit they are, down to 3 hours and 18 minutes, or am I starting at 4 and working down?
I mean, universally speaking, according to how the travel works, you should have your own timer, but I'm gonna be a jerk and say you don't.
Nah, that's fine. That's what I was assuming to begin with. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing is if you didn't, then you would be stuck there alone, just you and Erica.
Okay, so first night.
Because if it gets to that point, we're already gone.
First night, I attempt to make a rubber dog bone.
Rubber ducky.
Intelligence save.
18.
18. You finally craft a perfect replica of a femur made out of rubber.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when you grab it, it's kind of hollow in the middle, so it makes a loud squeaky noise.
Oh, perfect. So when we're going through the mirror dimension, I look at my other reflection and I just squeak it violently and I throw it at him and we go through the mirror.
And Link beelines it for the toy and brings it back to you.
Yeah. And his dog runs over, grabs it, and brings it back to you. And as you throw it at the mirror version of yourself, it seems to like look at it like a dog would and jump at the mirror and bang its head.
Somehow it has the Sparks logo on it.
Got the
I have a
Sparks
dumb
logo.
question, Blake.
Uh-huh.
Can I, while we're going through here, I want to study my duplicate. I have that ability, Hunter Sense.
Uh-huh.
As an action, choose one creature I can see within 60 feet. I immediately learn if they have any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities and what they are.
Do you have any of those things?
I do not.
Then they do not.
Okay. I'm just curious. I will probably, for the next couple of days that we're in there, I'm going to do it to everybody that I can see. So that's 3 days. So I did mine.
And Coby has resistance to all damage, bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing, but weakness to silver.
Okay.
What? So does Coby.
Except not
And
silver.
then, I'm gonna
Oh!
and then I'm going to do the same thing to Hashke's. So that's 3 days. Mine, Coby's, and Hashke's.
Okay.
Please tell me Hashke's is just like Venom with a little human head poking out.
Hashke's, oddly enough, it seems exactly like Hazel's. No weaknesses or strengths.
So,
Okay.
one of those nights, Anna is going to ping her planar sense off of the reflections.
Okay.
Now, if you're familiar with that plane, you instantly recognize a creature from that same plane when you use it. Would I have picked up the planar signature from Evil Anna, and does it match what I'm feeling here?
Oh, shit. Sorry, don't mind me. He destroyed
Interesting use of that ability. I applaud your efforts at doing such. You have not run into her again to have picked up her sense. If you ran into her one more time, you probably would. But you do have the sense of these creatures, and they're definitely from the mirror dimension.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, here's
This
hoping.
dimension has created them, and if you let them loose, they will be free to run amok in your place if they kill you.
Oh my. Okay. Interesting. Wait a minute. Okay. We need to go. I can't stand around thinking about this here.
Yeah. So the 3 separate trips to the Dream Realm knock 15 minutes off of your clock.
Oh no. We're gonna play this one down to the wire, aren't we? 303 remaining.
Hey, Blake. I messaged you once or twice in chat.
I got like 5 chat windows open here, so hang on.
No, I figured as much, being compounded with all the different questions and everything. If we need to, we can do this in Discord. It's just there are a couple of ideas that have been sparked with this new information that may or may not be of interest and or worthwhile putting into effect. And that's just one of them. I've got others that I want to do after the stream if it's not an inconvenience for you.
I don't sleep at night, so.
What?
Well, I mean,
he's a vampire. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to intrude on the insomnia, but just I don't want to be a pester. I don't want to be asking all of these questions of everybody and trying to catch up or trying to beeline for something that I'm not sure is available.
Or how we learn.
But this is, among other things, this is sparking my imagination for D&D specifically across the campaigns that I'm currently in, not to mention my writing that I'm kind of wanting to get back into since all of this has started coming back.
It wouldn't work the way that you asked.
Okay.
Because Conjure Barrage specifically states in the title, non-magical weapon or piece of non-magical ammunition. And any level of potion is considered magical.
Oh, okay. That I was not aware of.
If your DM allowed you to make some sort of alchemical potion that's non-magical, maybe, but there's nothing like that in the book, so it would be total custom kind of stuff.
See, that's what I would assume that the bullets in the gauntlet are, but that goes back to the whole conversation of loading a poison round and trying to do a conjure barrage on that. So if that's something else that we can discuss down the line, but yeah, I've got the whole alchemy kit and everything for those rounds if that's applicable. But later time, I don't want to take too much of the time for the stream to question that.
Yeah, I would.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's up to you, Blake, obviously. At least in Mind Game, I would say, like, no, it's not magical, but because it's basically replicating that thing, the poison wouldn't really have any effect because you're basically splitting the poison up among several different targets. And the other thing is just basically they don't have mechanics for that.
I like it.
But in effect, when you're replicating mechanical things of what they do, there's not really much difference in mechanics between a magical bullet that does 3d6 fire damage and a poison bullet that does 3d6 poison damage. So it's kind of shitty that one it works with the spell and one doesn't.
If you're using the metals and other stuff from my realm, it just changes the damage type, not the effect of the spell. So I would say that it would work in that sense. But like as far as like a healing potion or something goes, no, because even the healing salve that's on my world that's non-magical is still technically magical. So it wouldn't work with the effect.
Okay. Well, it was a long shot anyways, because the idea was to effectively do what I did last time, and instead of shooting Hashke, to basically throw the vial and ping everybody in the team that's within a 5-foot step and just heal everybody. Yeah. Exactly. So, but no, that's perfectly fine. That's part of the reason
that's maybe a little OP.
That was kind of the idea.
Also, there's a good
probably why
chance
they
you
allowed
would do more damage with your bullet than you would heal.
Yeah. Dog licks.
No, Cat. This idea was for potion vials, not shooting
Heal.
everybody to heal. Yeah. But the idea for everything else is still the same, though.
Anyway, the 3 days pass, and you craft what you needed to craft. You spent 3 nights in the dream realm and knocked 15 more minutes off of the clock.
Oh, in that time, I'll also go and pick up our measly 250 gold bounty for the investigating the Skycraft and pass that out. And I'm basically just going to spend as much time as I can investigating, asking the Slayers and everything if they know anything else about these creatures that we've encountered, if there's any new things that they can do or stuff like that. Basically seeing what the hell else is going on in the world outside of here.
I'm just spending my time, gold, and alchemy supplies to just basically load up my pack with anything and everything that I can create, conjure. I cannot say that word for the life of me. Thank you. That metal for the cold bullets and potions, vials, bullets, everything, and just load up.
Okay. You find out what's been going on the outside. Hazel asking around some of your connections with the guards and stuff like that, and you find the rumors are that everyone is thankful that the Nothic have all stopped, but magic seems to be getting weird. Every so often, spells seem to randomly flux into something else. Wild magic seems to be more abundant across the plane. Nothing seems logical. Occasionally, gravity stops working in certain areas and stuff floats away and then falls to Earth again. Sometimes it's people, sometimes it's buildings. Just really crazy random stuff has happened.
Oh no, my apartment.
Yep. It just floats away.
Cue the moon stage theme meme where it just off it goes.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, it's just complete chaos by the literal definition.
Cool.
And there have been approximately 10% more reported cases of insanity.
Where's the chaos? What?
Joy.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I will tell the crew that.
You are informed that things are becoming quite chaotic. Oh, and I already rolled. Those 3 nights you spent in the dream realm were 2 more weeks, so 10 days.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wow. So does that disrupt our progress on the creation of magic items, or
Nope.
does that timer follow us around?
Oh no.
That timer just
So we spent 4 months doing absolute jack shit while the world was ending.
Yeah, we spent 2 weeks and 3 days.
Oh no, the world is ending and time is skipping. Huh.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Don't even start! I can't do this again!
I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying all this lucid dreaming. It's kind of out there.
It's just another version of myself is screaming at a garbage can, running into all beds.
Erica's opposite is a half elf with blue hair.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, that would be funny. Technically connected, but not really. Would have to go to the arcade first. But anyway.
Oh my god.
Oh hey, at arcade, let's go. Whee! Save the world.
Yeah.
Would it
Which
be
one?
an arcade or a
Which one?
Kind of
You need to specify, Coby. There's 2 of them at risk here. Which one?
Yes.
You calculate that it'll take a couple days of airship travel to get back down to the Jewel of the Sands. If you're having the airship run at full tilt, which at this point I would say you probably are. You've kind of been leisure traveling because you didn't want to waste, you wanted to get there in one piece. But Backpack informs you he can have it run at full tilt now that he's very familiar with the controls and the concept of not a straight line.
Yeah, speaking of Backpack, I was about to say, I try to purposely send him on one of the routes that it's not a straight line on the map.
I was gonna suggest, do we want to actually have somebody, like Anna, could you prepare some spells to cure exhaustion if one of us tries to stay up and...
To cure exhaustion. I don't know if I can use lay on hands in a storage capacity like that.
No, I was thinking like restoration.
Do I have restoration? Let me look and see if I can do that.
I think I do.
I don't think so. Unless Anna doesn't have different spells in Warlock.
Druid has restoration, lesser restoration.
Okay.
It would need to be, hang on. Yeah, it would need to be greater restoration.
Oh.
5th level.
Varth has that, but he's not in this campaign.
Hashke has it.
Hashke might, if he chooses to memorize it.
He's a fucking 14th level druid.
On my screen, you just pointed up to me.
If he chooses to memorize it.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have not in my spell list.
Would it make it faster if one of us is driving, or if or can he drive just as fast as we can now? Okay, then
the concept of not a straight line is seemed to have helped his piloting skills.
Or the whole making a coordination system and everything. Yeah. Then I guess I will just live normally.
And the use of a nice little longitude latitude grid on the map that Hashke drew there with little translations also helped.
Stop, Terry.
All right, you just like and you travel 2 more days of wonderful dream realm experience. And oh wow, okay. 1 day of normal time. So you sleep and wake up and it looks like everything's fine. No extra time has traveled. But the first day, however, was not. So 2 days pass.
Sweet.
The first night, and then the second night is normal.
How many days have this little trip has cost us?
This little trip with the time skipping of the random time of the dream realm affecting you has currently cost you about a month.
Okay. Well,
you're now in the Jewel of the Sands, the wonderfully amazing city. You've parked the skyship at a skyport because they won't just let you fly it around the city, and everyone's kind of afraid of the Astral Clock Tower, so they don't really want you to fly it next to it because they're afraid it's going to explode or something because they don't know anything about it and no one's been able to get inside of it.
Cool. Do we know how to get inside of it?
No one knows how to get inside of it. There's a bunch of people standing around the base of it on a regular basis trying to solve some sort of strange puzzle.
Puzzle, you say?
Oh, yes.
Oh, boy. Erica loves puzzles.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm actually sharing in your adulation because I'm excited that you're excited. Because when you're excited, things get done.
Yes, I like puzzles. It is a great exercise for the mind.
Work it out.
What is this puzzle?
All right. Well, you get to the crowd of people, and after shuffling your way past them, because they're all kind of like you, they're all kind of they look like they're intellectual pursuit types of people. They all have glasses and they're carrying books. And there's one guy, this old man, standing next to the puzzle that has this just encyclopedia-sized book. And he's just flipping through it, like, as he looks up at the puzzle and kind of strokes his long, unkempt beard. And he looks at it like, page 37.
Is there a reason why people didn't just copy the puzzle off of the wall and went home?
You see the old man's encyclopedia is literally that. He's staring at this encyclopedia as other people are trying to figure out the puzzle on the wall, and you think the puzzle might shift.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You get the feeling that it's not the same every day. As you see, several other people have kind of had that idea, and they're like, oh, it's that one today. Interesting. What if we try, and there's somebody over there that looks like they're trying to figure it out, and everyone else is just like shouting out a bunch of weird suggestions, and they're just trying to figure out how to move these little switches along paths. It's like figuring out a maze, but it's incredibly complex, and it looks like you can only move some of them a certain way, and then you have to like push them like buttons at certain points. So basically it's an intelligence save to figure it out.
I can think of a certain dinosaur god that'd be very proud of this puzzle.
And if you're going to look at it as a group, everyone gets to make it.
Yay!
Let's do this.
What are we rolling?
Intelligence saves.
Not good enough.
I got a nat 20. Oh, that's a 22.
I got a nat 20, so 22.
Yay, we're just as smart as each other.
28.
Oh, boy.
21.
Holy shit, we're brainy motherfuckers here. Coby, please tell me you didn't like roll shitty and like just oh god, he's frozen.
What did Hashke get?
Oh god. Oh no.
I rolled 11, so I got 17.
Okay, at least I didn't get the lowest. I also got 21.
No.
Okay.
Wait, you have proficiency in intelligence saves?
Intelligence and wisdom.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I'm not. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
That's why.
Yeah, so the group of you stand around the puzzle, and you're kind of like, what if we do this? And the group of you kind of push buttons and move the levers and switches around. And as you do, a flash of light is seen, and you're standing inside a building.
Wow, we're good.
High fives for everybody. Good job. Yeah.
You also notice none of the other people outside came with you except the crotchety old man with a beard.
What? Hi.
Oh, goodness. I could have stood too close. I'm sorry. Where's the door?
I believe that it's magical, so it probably isn't there.
You might want to wait here, buddy.
Oh, fascinating. He opens this encyclopedia book to some blank pages. What's this puzzle?
Oh, wait, do we have cameras in this area?
Huge ones that are on tripods that take black and white photos.
Neat. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't care that.
This particular room has a series of cubes that are on tracks on the floor, and they appear to move around in a large circle. At the ends of the large circle, in several points, 6 of them, matching 6 of the cubes, are strange indentations in the floor, which looks as though the cubes could fit into. Each of the symbols, or the cubes, seems to have some sort of symbol on it in metal, but you're not sure if that's the case with the holes on the floor.
Is it any of it in runic?
All of it is runic.
Oh, well, this one says blue, so put that in the blue box. There's a green one over in here. The oval-shaped one I'll put in the oval-shaped spot.
I mean, is this like a sorting thing? Like a child sorting game?
The large cubes appear to need to be pushed across the floor in a track. That's what makes it a puzzle.
Oh, God.
It's
Link,
like a puzzle in an adventure game.
Link is already pushing up against the blocks, moving them bit by bit. He's doing it automatically.
Boy.
I'm not sure if the rubber chicken with the pulley is used that way.
You think that goes with the rubber chicken with the pulley in the middle symbol.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. We gotta throw the mine chop at the cat. Don't forget that.
Oh, my God. What game were you playing here again?
We go to play guitar, and it's like.
Dueling banjos.
I just imagine there's a small little shooting gallery over there that I'm just thinking away at.
So this particular puzzle also requires group intelligence saves.
I'll do it again.
What's a brain?
Oh God.
What are brains for? Okay, well, I got a 21 this time, so I'm not as good, but still good.
25.
I got a nat 1, so that's an 8.
Oh no!
Boy.
Wait, you have a +7?
Rogue proficiency in Dex and Intelligence saves.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Coby, what'd you
I
get?
have a +11.
I got 10 total.
Oh boy.
15 on mine.
Hashke?
21.
All right. 21, 21, and 25. That's 3 successes. Erica, Anna, and Hashke seem to be the shining light of figuring out this puzzle, while Hazel, Coby, and Vint seem to be a bit stumped by it.
Coby's chewing on one of the cubes. Apparently.
You alright there, buddy?
They've been like trying to push it while you need to pull it.
yeah, pretty much. And as you figure that puzzle out, another flash of light is seen, and you find yourself standing in a different room, this time without the old man.
Are all of us here?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Whew.
This room looks a bit more dangerous than the last room.
Oh, good.
This room, there are approximately 27 switches and 27 levers, each of which seem to be placed in small groups along the wall. There is exactly the number of groups that there are of you.
Oh.
So it's how many switches?
There is 5 of you. There is 5 groups of switches and levers.
Oh boy.
It doesn't always seem to add up to a correct number of switches or levers at each station. It's
Okay.
random.
Okay.
Each one looks different. There's a series of like little dip switches that you have to flip up and down, and some are levers that you have to pull or push up and down.
Yeah.
Each station, however, is set in a little metal indentation in the floor like a bowl. And above that little bowl that you'd be standing in to push the buttons and levers looks to be a bucket of sorts. It's high above your head, so you can't really exactly make out what's in it.
I fly up to it. What's in it?
It seems to be some sort of rainbow-colored liquid.
Okay, fly back down.
What's in the bucket?
Some rainbow-colored liquid.
Wait, the whole thing is different colors in one liquid?
Yeah.
Like swirling around randomly.
Yeah, just like how oil sometimes
Like
is on top of
paint
water.
or like oil?
Pretty.
Or like a
more like oil.
potion?
More like an oily solution.
Like what's going on right behind me.
No. Okay.
Does anybody want to do like an Arcana check or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I look
What's in
up
the
at it?
bucket?
I'd like to fly up there and have an Arcana check.
Go ahead.
Okie dokie.
I can also do an identify on it.
I think I can too, maybe.
That costs money if you're willing to spend it.
Make an Arcana check first, and if you fail, we can do the identify if you want.
I don't actually have identify though, so I'm not gonna worry about that.
Identify, it's only a one-use thing. Once you get that 50 gold pearl, you use that same one for forever.
You don't have to keep doing it, thankfully. Thankfully, it's not like 3.5 where you needed to drink wine with pearl crushed up into it every time you cast the spell that was 100 gold pieces.
Or Chewy, where doing so reduced your con by 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
it's a 21 on that Arcana check.
This appears to be some sort of just it's some sort of chaos liquid. It definitely does random damage if it falls on you, you would imagine, or if you touch it.
Okay, so
It's a chromatic
gross.
liquid.
Yeah. This appears to be chromatic liquid.
I still have some vials. I'm gonna see if I can try and sample some of this stuff.
You reach the vial towards the liquid to sample it and realize that some force is preventing you from doing so.
Ew. Okay, gross. Now go. Getting away from that now.
I do have a scroll of absorb elements, which lets you gain resistance against a particular elemental attack.
I wonder what that would do if we tried to use it against chaos stuff. Do you have to? Does it have to be for a specific element when you cast it?
It's a reaction.
I'm reading the scroll right now. Resistance to the triggering damage type, so you don't need to know what damage it is until
cool.
it happens.
Oh, great.
Someone could get resistance then.
That's
The 5 stations don't appear to have any connectivity other than to the strange symbol in the middle of the room.
Can I do an investigation check to see, because I'm assuming that if we hit these levers in the wrong order, then we get splashed with the liquid. But I want to know like what the route is between that. Are there like tubes, or is it just a magical or what?
You, with your passive investigation alone, which is enough to pass the check, Batman. Sorry, Hazel. This too confused. You easily identify that if you fail to get the sequence correct, the bucket dumps on your head. But it looks like the liquid from the bucket would also pool into this bowl and then circle back around through tubes into the bucket again.
So if we get it wrong, we get splashed.
Yeah. You also see that if you get it correct, it moves a pole towards the center of the room and touches a symbol on the floor. And the symbol on the floor seems to be electrified, but not to the point where it'll hurt you. It just feels like a little warm buzzing sensation when you get near it. And the posts seem to complete the connectivity between the symbols.
I think we just go for it. I do have Anna put in my ring a spell of bless, which can give us all a little bit of protection against this. But honestly, I'm not that worried of a bucket of liquid.
So Coby looks over at Hashke when you're talking about a little more complex way of getting past this situation. And he gets in his inventory and pulls out a tarp and hangs it up over top of the bucket.
That's pretty freaking brilliant. Unless it catches fire later, but we'll see.
That will be good for one use at least. I hope.
Wait, above the bucket or below?
Below it.
Okay.
I don't know that okay, because I was under the impression that because the bucket is up near the ceiling,
Yeah,
and
but it pours down on you. How do you protect yourself from raining liquid?
That's the thing. How big is the bucket?
It's a bucket, like a gallon bucket.
Yeah, there's no way that one bucket could douse all of us in a room unless it's got some magical thing attached to it.
It's like that.
Yeah, so putting a tarp underneath it isn't going to make a difference because it spreads out
And
magically.
it looks like it's got hinges on either side, and when something happens, it goes bloop.
Like in the kids' water park kind of.
Yeah,
situation.
it just dumps a bucket on your head. Only in this case, it's chaos liquid.
But it's one bucket, right?
Yeah,
It's not like one over each station.
Each
Oh,
station.
okay. Each station has one. All right, no, that makes more sense. All right.
Yeah, each station has their own bucket.
Let's just do it.
Yeah,
Come on.
at the one of the 6 stations, I have that up and I start flipping switches and stuff.
Okay, make an intelligence save.
Cool. Worse than before.
No.
The bucket dumps.
Boom.
It does.
Do you get like a dex save
I
to
got-
get out of the way?
Does the tarp do anything?
The tarp does do something. The tarp takes 6 acid damage.
I think
Nice.
that'd be just enough to destroy it. I would think. I don't know. We'll have to
Anna
double
would
check
like to
fabrics.
cast Arcane Gate underneath the now melting tarp and open up the other end into whatever empty corner she can find. Because, yeah, that's going to be my Mystic Arcana for the day.
Why not move it into
Why?
the bucket, into the area that it would normally go through if it was the correct levers? Auto solve the puzzle.
What do you
The
mean?
liquid doesn't solve the puzzle. The switches and levers do.
Oh, I thought I was. I was
No,
under
the liquid just
impression.
dumps on your head if you get it wrong.
Okay, I thought you said if it went right, then it would go to the symbol in the floor with the electricity. Never mind.
Nope. Yeah, no. So when Coby flipped the switches and levers there, you heard an audible, and then the bucket dumped and reset.
So there's a strange symbol on the floor, right?
Yep.
Can I try to read it?
It's a gigantic symbol in runic.
What's it say?
If the posts were where they are supposed to be, it would say, in order to complete the puzzle, finish this word. And the posts that the puzzle completes fit where the word would fit in the place that would complete the word.
Which is why the levers are used to move them around to complete said word.
So when you complete one of the puzzles correctly, the post moves into place and finishes part of the word.
Is it Jeopardy?
No, it's just a series of levers and switches. You don't see a computerized robot that's smarter than a person here.
I would. I would like to try to solve the one at my station.
All right, you go over to one and intelligence save.
Indeed. What's my save here? Okay. 21.
Did you get?
21.
Oh. You pull the levers and switches correctly, and you hear a clink, and the post goes and slides in place for the symbol. And you see more energy kind of flow through the symbol as it's now completing part of the word.
I will try mine, but I am preparing when I get it wrong to try and dodge out of the way using evasion.
Okay.
Terry, can you not? So intelligence check. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 19.
That passes. And you hear a and the post slides over.
I'll try mine.
All right.
Let's see how it goes.
Wait. Out of
21.
21. You walk over to one, flip the levers and switches, and it slides a post in place.
Post stupid question. Wouldn't it be better if we all tried to assist in each one of these instead of trying to do it individually?
I mean, sure.
I'll go ahead and try mine next, and if somebody wants to assist me, they're welcome to do it.
I'll help.
Okay, so with advantage then?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that advantage gave me a natural 20, so thanks for that.
Yep. You don't get a bucket on your head, and you instead hear a and the post slides into place.
Thank you, Erica.
More energy flows through the symbol. It looks almost complete. There's but one left.
Just gotta remember I before you.
How many? Wait, so there are 5 stations or 6 stations? Because there are 6 of us.
6. Sorry, I said 5 and it's 6.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over to the one that Coby's at and work with him and try and select a different pattern than the one that he initially did.
Okay, Coby, roll at advantage.
I don't know. I think she has a better bonus than I do.
It's up to you. If you want me to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Hazel, roll at advantage. Coby, you're assisting.
Yep.
You're like, that one dumped ass in my head. Don't do that.
That's a 24.
All right. You figure out the combination and click, slides into place. And a bright flash is seen, and all of you find yourselves in what looks to be some sort of resting area. No puzzles, no traps, nothing at all. A glowing symbol in the far corner looks large enough for 6 of you to stand on, and it has runic all around it.
I think we found the elevator.
Nice.
I don't think anybody's that hurt. Like, Anna, I think you used your big spell.
Coby's pride looks like it took a mark.
I don't think you get that back.
No. His
It's
pride
okay.
just looks a little
Everybody
bit.
has rough days. It's fine.
I mean, so long as none of us are going to tell everybody in the world what happened, I don't think his reputation is in jeopardy here.
Did we take backpack with us? And is he carrying all of our provisions and shit?
Backpack is not here. He is with the ship.
Link is with me with a couple of rations, but nothing substantial.
Oh, well,
Granted,
good thing I've got my pack on me here.
well,
Yeah,
I still got
always bring my normal stuff. And because I know we're in a big ass clock tower, I would have brought at least a handful of the stuff from a climber's kit, like a bunch of rope and shit.
Well, if nothing else, I've still got my pouch of holding that has about 74 pounds of dried meat that we got from the giant.
Nice.
So, I mean, I guess I've got everybody covered. You'll just need to find your own water.
This room looks as though there are, when you arrive, a series of panelings along the wall. And when you arrive, exactly 6 of them seem to flop open to make beds. Not the most comfortable of beds, but cots of sort. The fabric and canvas on them looks worn and old, but still in good condition. There is a stone table in the middle of the room that looks large enough to fit exactly 6 people, oddly enough. And there's an exact number of chairs that sit around it.
Well,
There's a small doggy bowl that also seems to be in the room, and the small doggy water bowl.
Nice. Thank you.
Oh, very convenient, isn't it?
Hmm.
It certainly seems that way.
Anna's going to pull her owl out for a little while and let it perch on the back of one of the chairs.
Did you want to take a quick rest?
I think that's what they want out of this place. I mean, it's pretty blatantly obvious what they intend, right?
Yeah,
I
she
mean-
aims that way.
It's a little telegraphing, just a little bit.
This room
We
has
don't
a
really
nice
need to, though, do we?
marble craft to it on the walls. Everything looks finely crafted of marble. And like I said, this corner of the room has a large glowing circle that has runic on it.
Ooh, what's
Would
that?
any of us benefit from
I
a
did-
short rest right now?
I'd benefit from a long rest, but not a short one.
You get your spells back after.
No, the one I
Yeah,
used was
she
my
used
big
a
one.
mystic arcana
Yeah, I panicked a little bit. Sorry.
on a yeah.
I didn't know how big of a problem that thing was
yeah,
going to be.
no,
It sounded like
yeah.
an Indiana Jones trap. I thought we were all going to die.
Um,
You made it sound way scarier.
If it's any condolences to you, one of the effects the bucket had was petrification.
Hmm.
Oh.
So I really didn't want that to go down.
But we're
I think
all
I-
more cookies, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. I know which prismatic you were using then. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were just going with like the, you just have a little gem and you shoot it off and it's a first level spell. No.
Nope. No.
there was that glowing circle in the corner. Do we think that's an elevator?
I think it's an exit, if nothing else.
Coby investigates it with his gnome tinker gnome stuff. Does it look like a magic elevator?
It looks like a magic teleportation circle, which takes you up an
Elevator.
approximate distance of space. It also sends in runic, rest here, for in this room time does not pass.
Ooh,
Well, there you go.
we can make up for lost time, huh?
That's
Though-
neat.
I thought the astral clock tower. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the necropolis that went down, not the clock tower that goes up. Never mind.
So maybe if so we did get acid all over his face. Maybe we should rest.
Kobe, did the acid hit you? I thought it just destroyed your tarp.
Yeah, just destroy the tarp.
Destroyed the tarp, and then Anna used the big spell.
Yeah, well, I thought it was going to burn through the tarp and then hit us.
I mean, if nothing else, time isn't going to go forward. Why not rest so Anna can get the spell back, and then we can continue forward once she's ready.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Link.
Harry, stop it.
Good boy.
I just imagine this actual wolf and it's just like, "Bark."
Mark. Mork.
Okay, so we're taking a long rest.
Yep.
Okay, I will.
And you can
Yes.
cast spells and other stuff here if you want as well.
I'll cast Hero's Feast for us to eat.
Yay!
Yay!
It fits perfectly on the table.
Kobe spends
Nice.
10 minutes getting out of his armor.
So for 24 hours, we're first cured of disease and poison, and we're immune to poison and being frightened, and have advantage on all wisdom saves. And our hit point max is increased by 2d10. For 24 hours.
Would you need to
Our
roll
hit
that?
die is increased by 2d10. Wow.
Would you need to roll the 2d10?
2d10 more hit points.
I'll let Hashke roll that for everyone.
Oh, okay.
It was his spell.
True.
6.
Yeah, not
6
bad.
is what you get.
Pretty awful.
Cool.
But most importantly, we're immune to
Poisons.
frightened and poison, and advantage on wisdom saves.
Well, to be fair, Hazel kind of needs that considering how the last couple of sessions has gone.
Oh.
I mean, to be
Coby
fair,
will-
she's not been the luckiest person in the world.
I think Coby will need those with the kind of rules he's been having today.
Is it time for dice jail?
No, this dice doesn't go in the dice jail. It's the retroverse dice. They never go to dice jail.
We'll take a brief interlude at this point while we're resting. If anyone needs to go to the potty, get a drink, whatnot,
Okay.
we'll take a brief break right here and come back in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. In the chat, you will see something to queue up if those of you who are musically inclined.
Ironically, it
but,
was already on my favorites list.
Don't play it yet. Just queue it up in there and leave it for now. Or play at the beginning and then just kind of pause it and don't let the music play yet. But queue it up and don't play it yet. You'll ruin the surprise.
Yay. Sorry.
It accidentally started playing and it was
Oh,
really
yeah,
dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, oh, right.
yeah. Okay. You rest. You wake up from your rest. You don't seem to be affected by the dream travel here either.
That's good.
You also notice everything is exactly how you left it, including the barking dog.
No.
Link, I've told you not to wake me up like that.
He gives a heckin' bork.
Oh.
Terry,
He's too excited.
He's got a heckin' good bork. Okay. Anyone have anything else they would like to do to prepare?
I'm going to go ahead and get my shotgun out and put it in the holster for today, and it's not going to go away unless something drastic happens.
Okay.
lie down.
Beyond that,
Lay down.
I'm going to get some of my silver shot ready just in case I need to have it in.
Okay.
We're just going to go with standard.
All right. Anyone else have anything else they would like to do? Any buffs they would like to prepare for or anything before you step through that gateway?
I'm double checking.
What do we think is on the other side of that gate?
Problems?
Not a bad time, whatever. I'm sure.
Definitely gonna be weird. I'm excited.
I mean, none of my stuff lasts long enough, so I will just wait.
Coby unsheathes both his silver and non-silvered longswords.
Okay.
I mean,
And for the
Hazel's
first
always
time,
got an arrow knocked, but
probably, you see him dual wielding proficiently.
Yeah.
fancy.
Nope, just shouldering the rifle and keeping Link
What
close to
armor
heel.
does Coby have on?
He definitely had the Eldritch armor on.
Very cool.
All right.
Let's do it.
You all step into the magical circle thing covered in runic, and as the last of you step into it, a flash of blue is seen, and you find yourself standing on a creaky wooden floor. This creaky wooden floor has a large vaulted pyramidal-shaped ceiling. It's made completely out of wood. Circling the entirety of this square room are bookcases on 3 of the 4 sides anyway. There are bookcases. On top of the bookcases, loads and loads of lit candles. All appear to be burning, illuminating this otherwise what would be dark room. The only other thing illuminating this room is a large circular whitish glass window with a series of circles on it. These circles are all kind of suspended in different patterns, as it were, seemingly separate from each other on different axes, as it were, on a large pole. But sitting in front of that on a wooden chair seems to be a lady in a long jacket, a long brown jacket in a tri-corner hat. And she is kind of with her hat tilted downward, just sitting in the chair, leaning over to one side.
How very bloodborne of her.
Does she look alive or awake or?
We're not sure from this distance. You're like 50 feet away from her.
So, anybody want to go talk to her?
That-
Because she looks scary.
I'm gonna keep my distance considering we had to just go through some major puzzles just to get in here. So I'm gonna kind of step towards the side away from the group so I'm not clustered with anybody.
Looks like the
Eat your puzzles? Those are so baby easy.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw that shotgun.
So she is how many feet away from us?
50.
Coby goes over to investigate, I guess. She
I'm
looked
gonna
at.
ready, I'm gonna ready the mantle bonus action. Although I guess it'll just be off initiative. So I'm just gonna if I see her get up and move threateningly, I'm gonna.
Kobe's walking up reluctantly.
Or
Hesitantly, I should say.
I would like to
Careful, bud.
I'm gonna use my hunter sense. Choose one creature I can see within 60 feet and immediately learn if they have any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
No vulnerability is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Okay, from all or just non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing?
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Oh, okay, so all of it. All right. Okay.
Harry. Come on, boy.
Oh, you just muted Hazel.
Yeah, purposely.
Oh.
Doggo. Orking doggo.
And you said, just so I know, you said the only thing on the walls were the bookcases. There's no, if it is the area that I'm thinking it is, just playing out of meta for just a brief moment, there's no cover.
No.
Right.
It's
Okay.
a wide open room. The bookcases are flush against the wall. There are no books in them. They look old and very, very covered in wax dripping from the candles from all sides. The only thing in this room is the wooden chair she's sitting in and bookcases flush against the wall.
So you're saying the Doom Candle Demon has been here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not sure who lit all these candles, but they're all lit and look as though they've been burning at random intervals.
This place is lit.
It
I will
is.
sort of lean over to whoever it is that's standing nearest to me and say, I'm thinking she's resistant to most mundane damage sources, so go with elemental.
Got it. So I should summon.
Hello, are you all right? Coby says as he's walking up to her.
He raises her head and steps up from the chair that she's in.
Oh, I immediately stop, of course. Second that.
If you seek the path to the core, this is the beginning of your journey. If you are not worthy, she holds out her hand, and from the corner of her room, a saber flies at rapid speeds over to her hand in its scabbard in her hand. She holds up her hand and goes like this, and the scabbard flies off the saber behind her. And if you are not worthy, then an honest death is the only thing you deserve. Play the music. Initiative.
Patron's mantle goes off.
I love this.
I cast Power Word Kill. No, I'm kidding. It wouldn't work. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I just turned down the music as well.
Yeah, it's
I forgot I was listening
Koby
to
goes-
videos earlier.
As she gets up, Voos, Roda! No.
Yeah, right.
Forgive me, everybody. I'm not sure if Blake already knows, but I am trying to keep from squeeing about this battle.
It's
Okay.
it's my favorite battle in any video game ever. I already know. I'm
right.
just
Agreed. I absolutely love everything around Lady Maria. So this is just like geek heaven for me, except for the fact that we've got to kill her. So,
I've never had this fight, so this is going to be new for me.
oh man,
I believe now would be a good time for initiative. Yeah.
Yep.
Days.
that's what he said.
21.
Oh, shit.
Oh
I mean, that's nothing.
no. Oh shit.
Great poker face, you nurse. Great poker face.
Yeah. The universe's poker face was not very good at that moment.
Let's roll initiative. Holy fucking shit! I mean,
There goes what I was originally planning.
Do I need to grab a beer? Because I can go grab a beer.
You may.
May want to, yeah.
You may want
I
to.
Hazel got an 11.
11? Okay.
20.
Oh, nice.
15.
Okay.
Erica was 15, and then Coby's 14.
What'd you get, Erica?
15.
Coby got 14?
Correcto.
Huh?
Correct.
Okay. And what'd you get, Hazel?
11.
For those of you watching at home, go ahead and queue up a nice little YouTube video for some musical enjoyment. 1 hour of Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower from Bloodborne. And go ahead and play that.
Exactly, random person in the background.
Okay. Well, leading initiative, Lady Maria.
Might I ask what the leading initiative is?
25.
Okay.
Ah,
I just wanted to make sure it
boy.
wasn't like 30 or something stupid. And I'm like, oh god, no, why?
Great. Oh, fantastic.
No, I would have been like, God damn it, if it would have been like 1 or something like I expected, because I'm using the cursed red dice of doom. Okay,
It's 30 Dragon Ball Z, and she's just instant transmissions behind you.
right.
Well, I'm right in front of her, and both swords are still drawn.
Okay. She makes one felt swoop with her saber like this, and a giant wave, and everyone needs to make a dex save.
Cool, I'm good at those.
yes, I am too.
I was actually being sarcastic for my end. I know
Oh.
you're not, but
Yeah, no, I'm still Maria thing. Anyways,
11. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Thankfully, I am good because I got a 12 on the die, and that's 21.
Yikes.
total. Yeah.
19.
Uh,
15.
29.
Jeez.
I rolled a nat 20.
Hey,
14.
what? 14? Okay, what'd you get, Erica?
15.
15? Okay. Coby and Anna take full damage. Everyone else takes half.
Shit.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Of what? Half of what now?
Half of 27. Coby and Erica take, Anna, sorry, take 27.
Yeah.
What type damage?
Vial.
Force damage.
Okay.
As she swings her sword like this, and a giant, like, visible slash flies across the room.
I have
27.
evasion, so I don't think I take any.
You take nothing. You matrix out of the way and kind of like, woof, and it just flies right overhead.
27.
Maybe like a wisps of your hair like fly up into it and get sliced off, and you're like, oh.
Just making sure. No, you said 27, right?
Yes.
Remember our temporary hit points that we have.
Yep. Don't forget those, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 21.
21.
Okay. That was her turn. Vint.
Let me see. I can't do the first thing that I was thinking of doing, so I'm going to have to do.
Second thing.
Yeah, the second thing. Plan B.
I've tried all the plans, A through Y.
Emergency plan B.
What about plan Z? Plan Z, yeah.
Not plan Z. It's the most evil plan of all.
Yeah.
My God. Plan Z for zombie.
Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do the first thing that I thought of, and
Just
let me
opens up.
double check this. Okay, shit. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start off with this. For my action, I'm going to use conjure animal. They're animals.
Okay.
And I'm going to conjure 8
Badgers.
wolves. Thank you very much.
Badgers are your thing, Hashke. Nobody wants to steal your badger thunder.
8 wolf. What's the distance on that?
Save
It is
the
60 feet,
badges.
so right up on her.
Okay. Are they behind her? Because there's space behind her.
2 left, 2 right, 2 behind.
Okay.
Oh, well, shit.
It's like
That's
Coby
almost-
is right in front of her.
Yeah, rephrase that. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 4 in the back.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't think they can.
Yeah,
I was
like,
gonna say, I don't think they can go yet. They have to wait till your next turn, or
Double.
Well, regularly they would roll initiative, but just to make it easier, we normally have them go in the person.
okay. Yeah, they just go on your turn.
Okay, and since that was my action, yeah, I'm just basically moving away from the group to keep any sort of AoE from happening.
You cannot get any more in the corner.
Cool.
It's only a 50-foot square room, 50 feet by 50 feet.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
exactly
yeah,
right.
he's just moving away from the
Yeah.
group of us because we were all clustered together.
Yeah, right. Okay. Hashke.
8 badgers, do it.
So 50 by 50 room?
Yep.
Oh, darn.
Coby's right up on her, and so is 8 or 6 wolves.
No, 8 wolves.
Eight wolves.
Yes.
Are they white wolves?
No, they are dark, black,
Darn.
black fur. Imagine copies of Link, but it's not Link.
do they have an eye patch and they're all named D Wolf?
No, I'm
They have
sticking
knives
with
in
the
their
Link.
mouths and Kevlar armor.
If I could do that, don't put it past me. But no, they just look like copies of Link.
I mean, revised Beastmaster's kind of close to that.
Yeah, pretty much. Right.
That might kill everybody with that spell.
You underestimate my power.
That's a high ground, Anakin.
Okay. I will.
Now I feel like I need to play a part. I cast Bada Hinabo.
Since I think my big boy spells might be too big. 24 badgers.
Oh, come on, dude. No!
That's
I
too many
cannot get a clear
There's
shot.
Too many badgers.
Okay. I will not
As
do
it is,
24
8
badgers.
creatures is way too many. There are fucking 12 of us
Do
in
it.
this room right
Do
now.
it. It's
No,
done. It
14.
happened. It happened.
There are
He said
14
it.
creatures in the room.
He said it. We have maybe 10 square foot of free space in this room now.
Let me see.
Too many
I'm
badgers.
going to summon something.
Every
but-
5-foot cube is filled.
Every square of the 50-foot
Are
room.
they like
No,
stacked like
badger
goblins
and-
on top of each other?
Badger Tower.
There's no more room. They just piggyback.
No, the Badgers ride the wolves in the battle.
Yeah.
Imagine her having to go through the whole.
All the
Badger
squares. are
cavalry,
confused.
holy fuck.
Oh, you could do a
Keep
saber
the
tooth
Badgers
tiger.
alive!
Oh God.
Don't
summon-
stop it till you see the white of their bones.
I summoned 3 swarms of poisonous snakes.
Technically, more creatures.
Poisonous thing.
It's a poisonous snake.
And they can occupy the same space as another creature.
Oh, cool.
Oh boy,
Shit,
swarm.
have them run around the
Like
wolves.
badgers.
How
3
many?
swarms.
3 swarms of poisonous
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Why does it have to be
I thought
snakes?
Poisonous snakes are a CR 2 beast.
I know.
Oh.
I got higher level
you
spell
got-
slots.
Oh shit! All right, never
I
mind.
can't exactly
I-
use Firestorm in this
literally
room.
looking
Right.
at my
Well, I mean,
my
you
spell
can.
list, I
Yeah.
didn't see the at higher levels
Right.
part.
I was
no,
thinking
it's
Firestorm,
awesome.
but 50 by 50 would
We
annihilate
would,
a
we
lot
would
of
all be
people in the room.
barbecued.
Keep in
Die,
mind, though,
puppets! Oh, wait.
keep in mind, though, Firestorm, you place cubes of fire, so you can actually stack it so you don't hit your friends.
They're 10 foot cubes.
Yeah.
And each one has to be facing and touching a face. So it's just kind of like,
Right.
That's a weird geometry for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather not think.
Also,
at 10
Coby's
o'clock at night.
literally 10 feet in front of this woman.
Right. And there's wolves completely surrounding her on every other side. So.
Yeah. I
I,
assume you just looked at that GIF as well.
That is exactly what I wanted to do. Hydra version, the
Yes.
everything out of them.
I love that.
Absolutely
Awesome.
perfect.
The best. The best.
Just wraps around and we're like, okay, buddy, let's
And then I
go.
use my bonus action to summon my bird spirit to be around the person.
Good
Okay.
lord.
Thank you for advantage.
Hmm?
Thank you for advantage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. After Hashke's amazing turn, Erica.
Summon more things.
I mean, I can.
Do it.
Action economy for the win.
Go ahead.
No.
I just
I
imagine.
actually got rid of the demon one because it made
Oh, you're-
so I got.
Oh,
I do have conjure elementals though.
Do it.
Yeah.
That actually takes time
that takes
to
a long
cast.
time.
Oh,
Does it?
Does
It
it?
takes
It's a
10
minute.
minutes.
It takes a minute.
We don't have that kind
An
of time.
It stays around for an hour, but it's like a minute.
Okay.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter. I have
Almost-
other stuff.
almost halfway done with the spell by the time we all die.
Yeah, I love that
Wow.
gift.
My
Yeah,
It's too bright, but
for me.
I'm trying.
I love that
There
thing.
you
That
go.
gif is awesome. Snake wraps around
I
the
don't know
badger
how-
and they just walk off.
I don't know how you found that so quickly. Like how would
Badger
snake gif.
No, I just remembered from Gravity Falls. So I knew that.
That's why the
GIF-
animation looks familiar. Okay.
Yeah, it's Gravity Falls. I just
Got it.
remembered. I was like,
Right.
I love it.
so
Absolutely love it.
I'm going to.
Do you have mirror image? You can make more versions of yourself.
Oh God, no. It's too much.
Could you invoke duplicity?
We all just pull TN and we just make duplicates of ourselves.
Yeah.
Hmm,
I wish there was somebody in here I could kill, then I could raise up an eldritch or one of those wraiths.
I mean, you can kill the badgers if you want.
Has to be humanoid.
It
Yeah.
does have to be humanoid.
A wraith badger.
Right.
I'm going to do cast Crown of Stars on myself.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And I can use it as a bonus action, so I'm gonna use it on. I'll try to use it. Huh?
Okay.
The spooky Latin chorus kicked in right as
Awesome.
you said, I cast Crown of Stars, and it was really dramatic and impressive sounding on my end.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I got a dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
Okay. So here we go.
You're shooting a single star? I assume that's a yes. Okay. Also, you got someone like beating a wall in the background there, buddy.
Yeah, something's a little loud.
That's my dice.
Oh no,
No,
Jesse.
there's
No,
some
I'm
slapping
pretty sure
going
It was
on.
my daughter
Jesse's.
like drumming on the tabletop in there.
Oh, okay.
And I do 21 damage. 21.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And that was my whole action. So
Okay.
I'll go hide behind somebody big.
All right.
Coby.
Sure.
Hashke is nearby.
Yeah, I'll hide behind.
He's not very big though, but you can hide behind him anyway.
Yeah, I mean I'm
I
short,
mean, she's
so
a dwarf.
Right.
He's
Coby.
pretty big. I think he's also the
Comparatively.
tallest among us. How tall are you?
I don't have a good AC, so
Something.
Okay. 4 attacks
25-8.
because I'm dual wielding. So 4
Go ahead.
attacks.
Make your 4 attacks.
Let me check my bonus. Sure. Okay. 30-20. I'll just do roll to hit first. 30-20. A nat 19. So 26.
19 just hits.
A 12 would miss then. And another dirty 20. So 3 of them hit.
All right. With Coby's attack rolls, you figured out her AC is 19.
Good to
Okay.
know.
For a whopping
2,000.
Terry.
18 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I guess that's his turn.
Hazel.
Cool.
Advantage.
Yee, thank you.
Oh, wait, do I have advantage?
No, I have to use my reaction to grant someone.
All right.
And she gets sneak attack.
Okay.
Well. Yeah, no, she seems like she could use it. I'm going to first I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna start with designating her as my Slayer's Prey as bonus action. So that I deal 1d6 damage, extra damage every time I hit her. And then I'm gonna try and put a very special arrow into her. I'm gonna try and hit her with the purple worm poison.
Ooh.
An arrow
Fuck her up.
An arrow of conjure animals.
Conjures more badgers.
That's a
Spring from within her, just bleh.
that's a 28 to hit.
That definitely hits her 19 armor class.
Cool. Yeah, there's a lot here. Give me a second.
I now want to create a grenade of summoned badgers.
Question for the universe.
Uh-huh.
With the move action to reload the shotgun, would it be possible for me to load the shot in such a sequence as I could put the worm poison on the second shot of my attack action? Like have one kind of shot and then the second shot in there be doused in poison.
Mm,
Or you have the poisoned bullet that you already...
yeah, all right.
Yeah, if I just stand there and don't use any of my movement.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Math. A lot
Murder
of
math, my favorite.
Murder math.
Gotta play the piano, right?
Okay, so that is 56 damage. Ah, shit, hang on, I gotta
Nice.
split it up because some of it is piercing and some of it is not.
Hmm.
Okay, so hang on. Sorry. Fuck.
Not the best
that
place
is-
for that.
Too dusty.
25 points of piercing damage and 34 points of poison damage.
Okay. I should state, as you are all injuring her, her actual body looks unaffected, but her sword drips blood the more you hurt her.
Neat.
Boy.
So right
Um,
now, it is just coated in blood. Like it looks like a river of blood is running off of her sword.
Yep.
That's nice.
Oh, she needs to make a con save against that
Okay.
poison.
Gone.
22.
DC 19. Oh shit. So she takes half of that 34 damage. So it
Okay.
would be 17, I think.
Okay.
And then with my second shot, I mean, I can't do nearly as much on that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a frost arrow. So I think that deals an additional 1d6
Cold damage. Mhm.
cold damage. Yeah. Does both of my attacks this round have advantage, Kevin, or just the first one?
I think all your attacks, maybe? Let me read.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I
Split.
rolled an nat
Okay.
20 on the first dice.
Okay, well,
Holy
that's
shit.
definitely a
Wow.
hit because you're critical. Roll that beautiful
Beautiful.
percentage.
Oh, yeah.
people.
Sounds like 1. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's see. The result, you summon a badger.
More badgers.
That is a 59 on the table.
You grant one ally you can see an attack against the target as a reaction.
Cool. I'm gonna give that to Munzer Coby.
Okay. 18 misses.
Oh. Okay, so that is a 23 piercing damage, and 3 cold damage. And that's my entire turn.
Is that all?
Yeah. 2 attacks, bonus action for Slayer's Prey, and I'm going to move away from the group into the opposite corner that Vint did.
How much damage was that?
It was a fair amount.
Maybe.
I lost track. I used a fucking
Funny
that is a very expensive arrow, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Coby, you have a private message?
Oh boy, okay. No. I mean, we're fine.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
That seems,
Damn it.
that seems fine.
That's
Everything's
fine. Everything's fine. It's the dog in the
Fine.
house that's on fire. And it's your turn.
Let's just hope I have enough time to disengage next round.
Crikey. Is anybody providing an ability that is granting me advantage right now? Just out of curiosity.
Nope.
There's badgers everywhere. Does that help?
These are the dice that I rolled just
3
now.
snakes and wolves. not
There's
badgers
so
this
many.
time.
Snakes and wolves. I feel like you
Yeah.
should have summoned shoots.
She's completely flanked on all sides.
Okay,
Oh
great.
yeah, no,
So,
she's got like a
Zoo
billion
now.
wolves around her.
Yeah.
But that
And
doesn't
snakes and badgers.
flanking doesn't give advantage really, unless
Okay,
you have
so
pack
here's-
tactics, which you don't.
oh wait a minute. I mean, shit. I don't have pack tactics. No,
No.
but I do have a fucking owl.
Yeah.
Watch out, Anna! There are snakes!
Okay. Really quick. Really quick. Somebody. Let's see what's the action economy to bring out my bird and have it go peck her?
It's
in
an
the head?
action.
Is it on her? Is it on her turn?
I love that owl
It
from
is,
that game.
it is an action to summon your bird.
Okay, so I guess round 1 setup then, since she's already got her mantle up from her ready to action before we got on initiative when she stood up. She's not going to have to do that. She's going to use her bonus to she's going to use her movement to rack a silver slug and then a poison silver slug with the purple worm poison on the second round. She's going to use her action to summon her owl, and I guess on the next turn she'll have the bird go and do its aid. Would that be the correct sequence? Because it's got summoning sickness, it can't go this round, right? Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it doesn't matter because you can't go. You use your action to summon
Right.
the bird into existence.
Is it another action to command the bird, or does it act on its own?
It acts on its own once it's on this plane.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, that's cool then. So, and then for the bonus action, she's going to go ahead and put the Hexblade's Curse on Miss Lady Maria, and we'll go ahead and get ready for her next round and to bring the hammer down. And you're going to see just Eldritch Energy start crawling up the line of the barrels of the shotgun.
All right. Her turn.
You look way too happy about that sentence.
I cast Expeditious Retreat.
I suddenly have a fear.
Seeing
I'm thinking,
that
how you do
you've
work
decided
around
to completely surround her with summons,
Fuck.
she just smirks, a smirk that Coby can see from his distance because he's right there, but the rest of you can't. And she leaps off the ground, seems to vanish in a cloud of smoke, appears at the top of the ceiling, and then moves across the entirety of the room in one felt giant line of a stab right at Hazel.
Oh, no. I'm sure this is fine. Everything's okay.
I can't dodge.
Does a 19 hit you?
It does.
Okay. Ooh.
I posted a nice close-up of her face.
Wow, she's terrifying.
She is beautiful. Sorry.
She's dead.
Both.
This is
I
why I
understand.
brought the shirt, you guys.
You take 25 damage.
Oh, that's not so bad.
and are covered in blood from her
Yay.
sword.
You take
Oh,
25 damage, and you can't get it back. No!
Okay, so goodbye to the temporary hit points. But thank you. Okay. Ow! Oh wait, can I use my reaction to half that, right?
You said uncanny dodge.
Yeah, I did. So instead of 25, it would be we round up, right? Or down.
For what?
Down. For taking damage. So it'd be
Yeah, it's
12.
weird
Always
that it's
round
always down.
Okay. So instead of that, I take 6 because of the temporary hit points. I would take 12, but I had temporary hit points, so I take 6. Oh boy.
And she looks you right in the
roll out
eyes.
of the way.
She looks you right in the eyes as she stabbed into you, and she goes, "Purple worm venom." Her face seems to be made of porcelain, cold and emotionless. Okay, and that was her turn.
It's fine.
Vint.
All right, I'm double checking one thing real fast, so bear with me. Never mind, it doesn't matter because I've got the wolves out.
oh boy.
I need to check their movement speed. I think it's 40 feet.
Yeah.
So would she be within movement range of them?
It's
If she landed within melee range of Hazel, then I'm almost certain they would be because they're all like right there together.
unless you're in the opposite corner.
Yeah,
So-
I am 50 feet.
Hazel's
opposite of
across
me.
the room.
Yeah.
Okay, so some of them probably would be then.
Well, I mean,
So you-
from her starting position, the whole room is 50 feet, correct? So then, yeah, they'd be able to get within range to attack her altogether.
Well, yeah, but if there are some of them that are at that back corner of the 50 feet, their movement is 40. Those
Then they
ones
all-
would be 10 feet away. But
Well-
half of them were closer than that, so.
Well, all of them were standing around her chair when she originally got up. So, Blake, correct me if I'm wrong, all of them would be able to reach her within that movement speed, correct?
What's their movement speed? 40?
40, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because if
But because Hazel is standing where she's standing, 7 of them are the only ones that get attacks. Because there's 8 squares around where she's
I'm
standing.
backed into a corner.
And
Right.
there's Hazel. So they can't occupy the same square as Hazel. So 7 of the 8 wolves can attack. The swarms could occupy the squares that the wolves can and then attack. But 7 of the wolves can attack her. One of them is just going to kind of hang out till one of his buddies dies.
That's perfectly fine. And correct me if I'm wrong again, I can have them move and attack, and then I can make my move and attack, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They also all have advantage because of
Yes.
pack tactics.
That
Oh,
they
God.
do. I'm sitting here looking at it. Advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of the wolves' allies, including other wolves, and in this case,
all of
Hazel,
them.
Hazel, who's
Uh,
cowering in the corner.
is within 5 feet of the
The
creature.
bookcases.
So advantage
let's
for
t-
everybody.
The saber pulled out of a slice into her arm.
Let's see. Do I need to make a attack roll for each of the 7, or do you want me to do this as one roll for all of them?
It would usually be one roll for all of them.
Yeah. Whatever's faster.
All right, and their attack is plus 40.
You got like 7 d20 you can roll all at the same time. Let's just treat it as one attack.
Twice because advantage.
Right. One attack at advantage.
Okay, and I'm still slightly confused on that. Is at advantage plus 10?
No, it's with
roll
another.
the
You roll
D20
2d20
twice.
and take the higher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes a whole lot more sense.
That's
All
a
right,
lot more
so-
d20 rolls too.
So
Twice the
so they're wolves, right?
Yeah.
Plus 10 is
We know that her AC is 19. They have a plus 4 to hit, so they need to roll a 15 or higher.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
roll 2 times over and over and over again, and ignore it if you have a 15 or if none of them are above a 15.
Right. Okay. Whew. Here we go. That one's a hit. Ah, damn. That one's a 19. Barely. Well, almost a nat. Critical. Sorry.
But it's still a hit.
So
Yeah.
number 2 hit, number 3.
Number 3, the first roll is an 8, so that does not. The second roll is a 14, so it does. That was,
I'm
that
glad
was
you
nice.
approved.
Wait, no, a 14. It needs to be a 15 because they have
Needs to
plus
be
4.
15. Because they have
Oh.
plus 4.
Okay, so that one misses then.
Yeah.
Yes.
But of the 7, one's missing so far. That's not
Yeah.
too bad.
So number 4, wolf number 4.
Wolf number 4, 16 hit.
Okay.
Wolf
Yeah.
number
5.
5.
5 is a 10 on the first roll, so no. 18 on the second, so yes. Shit, 4 for the first one on 6. Nat 20
Okay.
on the 6th wolf.
I'll keep track
Okay.
of how many
And
crits. Don't worry
last
about that
one.
Yes, last one is a 16. So 6 of the 7 will hit with 1
Yeah.
critical.
1 more crit.
Okay, one more roll for you before you even get the roll damage. Can you give me a D100 roll?
D100, yes. 1 second. Where's my percentile? There we go. And we get 91.
I would.
What?
That wolf that critted can do another attack.
God damn it.
Okay. For expediency's sake, I suggest going with their average damage, which is 7.
Yeah. Please take the average.
So it would be
don't roll
7
like
times
573 d6.
6 or 7 times 5, which would be 35, and then one of those guys would do 14 instead because it's a crit.
So it'd be
Yes.
6 hits.
So it'd be 42 damage total then.
I will certainly take that.
Oh, and then you get that bonus extra attack from the crit.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Extra attack.
Oh, Jesus Christ. She needs to make 6 strength saves.
Yep,
Maybe
6
7.
different strength saves.
Maybe 7, depending on this attack.
Well, 15, so I guess, yeah, 7 different.
So an additional 7 on top of that, so it'd be 49 damage.
Yes. This is why I like wolf companions.
She succeeds.
On all of them?
Yes.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. All right. So that was the wolves. And I'm double checking the other thing real fast.
You still have all
wait,
your
no.
actions and stuff. That was all the wolves.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very aware of that. The first thing I'm going to do is use my bonus action to rack a round of poison for my first shot. So that's going to be, and if I'm not well, I'll wait to see if I can actually hit her first. Sorry, I'm trying to hurry this up, guys.
It's all good.
I kind of wish I was a spellcaster so I could summon more things. I want us to suffocate because there's not enough room in this 50 cubic foot room.
Okay, so that is a 19 on the die for mine, so I'm assuming that hits regardless of the proficiency with mine.
Say that again.
19 on the die. I'm assuming that
yeah.
hits regardless. Okay. So here's the fun part. And again, correct me if I'm wrong because of all the different calculations going on here. With the poison, it is 3d6 per turn of poison damage, including the 12 plus 4 for the round itself.
Okay, wait a minute. What poison are you using?
Standard poison.
Oh, it's
Standard
one. It's
poison
once.
is 3d6.
Right.
Once.
Okay, so it's not the bullet damage. It is literally just putting poison in.
No, it's whatever your bullet damage does plus
Right.
poison.
But once.
Once.
Right.
Yes.
It doesn't.
It's not
keep-
DOT.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I
Yeah,
was under
she
We
just
got rid of
take,
that completely now.
but separate your poison damage because
Yeah,
she'll
there's-
take a different. She has
And
a
to confuse
save.
you even more, there's poison damage and the poisoned condition.
Which I think is what you're thinking about.
I think I am because this was one of my special bullets that has poison in it.
Yeah.
To try and
It's
adjust.
just poison damage. That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
it's just poison damage. Okay, so roll your 3d6 then,
Yeah.
and she needs to make a con
right.
save.
Right.
Okay, so 3d6 and my 12.
Passes.
Okay, so she
Oh, wow.
takes half of the 3d6.
Wait, okay, so
She auto pass, I guess. It's just-
okay, so no, it's fine. I'm just trying to catch up.
So I rolled.
Okay, so I still roll the d12 for my damage, and I'd like also make mention that with my rogue abilities, Once per turn, I can deal an extra 1d6 for a sneak attack because she's got an ally within 5 feet of her.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 7 allies, yes.
Well,
You
if
don't
I
get to
can
do
have
it
that,
multiple times for every ally, though. That
I
would
know
be
that's what I
too
was
much.
going to say. Yes, I'm very well at that one. Okay, so
So since there's 8 allies, extra damage, no.
I like this. This is a very thorough re-exploration of a lot of fundamental rules that people tend to kind of
Right.
miss in 5th ed.
okay,
Right.
so 11 on the d12, so that's 15 on that one, and 3 for the sneak attack. So 18 for that additional point, not including the poison damage.
Okay.
And then for my second round, since I have the ability to fire a second shot, I'm just going to do a straight up shot from the magazine since I can't reload another round.
Right.
So that one is dirty 20, thank God. Assuming she hits. Or
Yep.
did I hit? Okay.
Yeah, her AC is 19.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were calling your gun she. You know, there's some people.
Nice.
Yeah, my girl hit.
I have not made mention of that yet. So just another d12 and d6 for this. No, that's what's per turn. Never mind.
Yep.
So another and that would be 14 on that die. No, I'm sorry, 10 plus the 4.
Okay.
So what's her frame rate right now? Like 2? Because there's just so many things going on. At once.
The sword is dripping a lot of blood, and some of that blood is starting to drip on the floor and catch fire.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's fun.
that's nice.
Oh, wonderful. Stage 2.
Okay. Well, he went so and I lost the thing. There's so much conversation.
Sorry.
Hashke.
How tall is the ceiling?
50
So
feet.
long.
50. Alright, so everything is 50.
I fill the space with bees.
Bees
Oh,
for
yeah.
everyone.
Your swarms go first.
No,
Or do they
not
go
the
after
bees.
Either way, if they can make it to her, probably can because they probably weren't summoned.
They would have had him in back
Oh
line.
no, they were riding the wolves. That's right.
Oh God, they're on top of them. Oh no, they're right there.
So, but I only have 3, so
Yeah. Yeah, they have a
not 20.
That's
Gotcha.
definitely a hit.
Oh Lord.
Hit.
Hashke, are you turning into a T-Rex? No,
No,
you
that's
should
what
also
she-
turn into a
that's
swarm.
just the swarm.
Yeah.
I have that spell.
What about the snakes?
We can do that.
63 for
We
the
can
crit.
get that done.
Are we using the book?
63.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're just getting that luck because we have to roll so many goddamn attack rolls each turn. Your inspiring attack allows you to grant an ally an additional attack as a reaction. Kobe's already used his because somebody's crit already gave him a reaction.
Can I
Wait, so the person uses their reaction, or I use my reaction?
That whatever just
Crit.
crit, it's ally. Any ally at once can use its reaction to attack. It chooses. So probably another swarm.
I think I can't use mine because I uncanny dodge
This is new round.
Yeah,
right?
she was at the top of the round. She fucked me up.
Mm,
Yeah, there
sorry.
were 27 wolf attacks between now and then.
I'm
Also-
sorry. Okay.
Also, Kobe's on the opposite side of the room now because she flew across the
Oh,
room.
that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Just give another
Okay.
wolf an attack. Or the
So
swarm again.
Yeah,
This
I'll
is-
give another wolf attack. Try to knock her prone. She also needs 3 con saves, but the DC's only 10, so I'm pretty good chance she might auto succeed those.
Okay,
Boss.
she didn't roll a 1. She passed.
Okay, darn. So she only takes.
Because 1's always a fail.
So correct me if I'm wrong. How many combats has this completely fucked over Kobe?
How many combats? Well, we're
Yeah,
currently
like
in
each-
a combat, so I don't
every
know.
fight somehow like
Yeah, every fight that we've had from my experience since I've been brought in, you got one attack and then everything just moved the hell out of the way.
I'm a fighter.
They take. She takes 28 damage from the 3 swarms.
Okay.
Everybody else uses ranged attacks because they're smart.
And my one spell I was going to use is kind of useless, so...
You should turn into a T-Rex.
Searching it up. Searching it. I can't turn into a T-Rex. CR8. I can only do CR1.
Turn into a giant eagle.
I can turn you into a T-Rex.
I mean, technically, I have polymorph, but
I'm just imagining you turn into a giant eagle and just swoop by and pick up Coby and then just throw him at her.
Oh, that's all special. Yes.
just like hold him and Coby just like whirling dervishes while you're holding him from the shoulders.
Like Hulk throwing Wolverine.
Wait, I'm wearing crazy bulky armor, and if you're a giant eagle, I could be like, for the Emperor! Ha! Sorry.
I hit her with light, so she needs a con save. Higher DC this time, but
23
fails. It passes.
Let me know when you want to roll for the wolf's attack.
It fails. My wisdom is 30, so my DC is 25.
Just assume that it takes the average if it hits.
38, so half of that, 19. Did I do that right?
Okay.
Yeah, 19 necrotic. And yeah, the wolf can roll.
Or? Advantage.
So 17, so it is a hit. So another 7 and a roll for staying upright.
I did.
Yeah,
She passes.
I just like to think all of them are just attached to her ankles, but she's unfazed.
They're all like doing that angry dog thing,
like
but
trying to
she's
shake
like,
her down. Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing, and she's just standing there.
And then there's just snakes that replace her hair as they all just like bit all over her.
So that's it.
Hey, crap. Where's the initiative again? Now Hashke Erica.
Okay.
Hashke Erica. New shit.
That nobody wants.
I'm gonna do Witch Bolt on her. So do I still get advantage from whatever Anna did?
No, the owl's just. Oh, it'll be on this turn that this.
the owl is, and it's only for Anna, I think.
Sorry, Warlock's a little selfish.
No, it's okay.
And Erica's just like, and you must die.
19.
You must die.
19 hits.
Yay. Okay.
Lady Maria, so good to see you.
You must die.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Shalom. You must die.
Oh. Only a good death can. What was it?
Only an honest death can cure you now.
Lightning damage, and I'm going to do another star attack on her.
Okay.
I just had a really bad idea for my next turn.
Oh.
There are no bad ideas here.
Did you do with lightning bolt?
With Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt.
Oh, Witch Bolt. Okay.
Witch Bolt is only one target. It's not a line.
Got it.
And that was a dirty 20.
That's a hit.
So dirty.
Mm. And that's another 22 damage, and that one's radiant.
Okay.
That's it.
Coby.
I don't have 1,000 badgers or wolves.
Coby turns around and sees the animal house on the opposite side of the room. And he just takes his right hand and he snaps it. And as he snaps it, magic missile goes off. And she takes...
Nice.
He is Thanos.
Oh my god, why? Okay, I thought I was going to roll all ones on my d4s. A whopping 8 force damage.
Okay.
And it's... I just stand here.
She takes damage. Looks like that hurt.
That was from my suit specifically. That's why I had to do the snap.
Hazel.
Okay, hang on. So for bonus action, I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on her.
Say the word.
And then I'm going to try and hit her with a sickly green metal arrow that nobody's seen in a while other than like Hashke and I believe Vint. Do I have advantage or not, Hashke?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless I say otherwise, I'm giving you advantage.
Okay. That's cocked. So that is a 27.
27 is definitely a hit.
Cool, and I'm hitting her with a Praetorian arrow. So I believe she's just poisoned. No save. And as far as I can tell, well, actually, hang on. So I don't actually know if she is. Yeah, my stuff only says if she's resistant to the damage immunities, not conditions. So I don't know whether she can be poisoned or not. But if she can be, she is, because according to you, it's just, it happens, no save.
Yep.
But I still get
Why
sneak
people are
attack on
afraid of
it.
devils.
But sneak attack and hunter's mark and slayer's prey. Yeah.
Something you players information on.
Okay, so that is a big ol' math. 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Actually, no, all of this is piercing damage, don't mind me.
Got it.
Poison.
No, none of it's poison, not yet.
No.
It's poison condition. 33 points of piercing damage.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And for my second strike, I am using one of my serpent venom arrows. So she needs a DC 11 con save, which I'm sure she can pass.
11 con save?
Yeah.
Boom.
Ooh, and that's not
one, so she passed.
okay. That is a that's a miss. That's a 17 to hit. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all that and you missed? Oh no. I'm sorry.
And then I'm going to try and I'm just gonna cut and run. I can't disengage. I'm just gonna fucking run and
So you hit with the Praetorian arrow,
yeah.
and then missed with the second one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. If she moves to get you, she's gonna have 10 opportunity attacks on her.
Yeah. I'm just running away from her.
Anna is going to look very hurt for a moment. And then she'll be like, we're going to talk about this later.
You move away from
Do
her.
you even notice there are like 14 people swarming this woman, and it's a little fucking arrowhead that's this big?
I mean,
you move
we'll
away
see.
from her.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the 25 hit you?
Yeah, uncanny dodge.
16 damage.
Okay, so 8.
8.
Cool. And that's my
She
turn.
stabs into you, and the wound burns like fire.
Oh!
Rude.
Okay.
And I think it is Anna's turn.
Anna.
All right. Finally. The bird is going to fly over Lady Maria's head and swoop and shriek and use the aid action, granting me advantage for this.
You have
She racks-
advantage, Anna.
She racks the shotgun.
Look
Puts it up
out,
to her
it's a
eye.
poisonous snake.
I'm so
And-
sorry.
Oh! All right, I have been off camera all day, but I'm going to show you this now because you want to see this beautiful.
Ooh,
So that's
that's a
20.
natural
That's
20,
a nat
Anna.
fucking 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Shit! Oh, shit.
And
That's
Nice.
like poison.
no, this is the first one that I'm using my Eldritch Smite for 6d8
Oh.
on top of my actual shotgun damage.
So this is not the purple worm poison shot.
No, that's the next one.
the
But
second
my
one.
my first one is still 68 plus 2d10 plus 17. So let me get started rolling all this shit. I'm going to start with the resistance stuff. Okay, so that's 10 and 14 plus 17, 31. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's 31 shot. Well, I don't know how that applies to your resistances, so I'll let you work that one out.
I'm working out in my head.
Did
Two,
Anna accidentally
three,
split an atom from the amount of concentrated damage to 1 point?
6.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes 68. I need to know 8, 11, 15, 17. What is it? 17 plus 8. 25.
This is how Fallout starts.
29 radiant. No, force damage. It's Eldritch Smite. So 29 force damage from the Eldritch Smite, and she needs to make a DC 20 strength save to not fall on her ass from the Smite knockdown.
He uses a legendary action.
That bitch.
Legendary resistance. But yeah.
She's been saving them.
So, all right, let me make sure that's everything for that. Oh yeah, and double all of that because it's crit.
300.
Yeah, I'm doing it in my head. Keep going.
Okay, cool. And I need the crit table roll, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let me throw for that.
Watch it be all of your allies within range get attacks. Watch it.
Yeah, seriously.
What does 91 do?
Oh, it's a high up one.
Hey, guess what?
Oh God, what?
Attack
Summon
again.
another animal.
You can make a follow-up attack as bonus action.
Woo! That's my purple worm shot.
Summon another animal.
And
Have you used your bonus action yet?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Should I have? I mean, I don't want to put.
No, I don't know. I was just checking. I
No,
don't know what
Eldritch-
stuff you have that activates.
I mean, I could use hex, but that would be my other spell slot for the day. And I don't want to
Eldritch
use
Smite
that.
is the attack action itself. You're fine.
Yeah.
No, Eldritch
Smite
Smite. No. Eldritch Smite works like Divine Smite. It's a rider on top of an actual attack.
Yeah, that's what
So I still have my
yeah.
other shot and my
It's
shotgun.
the
So go for
attack
it.
action. Right.
All right. So the second hit is a 22 to hit, so that hits.
Oh, Hazel and Hashke have frozen.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
You're doing too much
Keep
damage to their area.
Okay. And then, so I'm going to go ahead and throw those for the crit reaction hit.
Fun fact, one of the options on here is you turn invisible.
No shit.
Yeah. You strike with such force you cease to exist.
Okay, 14. Plus
So Kevin's
17.
camera is moving, but Kat's camera is still frozen.
30. Okay, so that's the crit reaction damage was 31
And Cat crashed.
shot. And then I'm going to use my actual second attack from my shotgun. And that's going to hit with a 17 plus whatever else on the die. And then we're going to throw that one. And that's going to be
Very funny, Kevin. Very funny.
15, 17, 20, 32. 32 shot.
Frozen.
You got all that?
Yep, I got it.
Cool.
It's a lot, but I got it.
Yeah, that's a lot. And then I guess for her bonus action. Oh, crikey. No, she's just gonna she's not gonna do anything else for right now. She's actually can, I guess, position herself to close and try and get up in her face.
Okay.
Trying to draw her off of Hazel.
Hazel already fucking bolted. I'm 30 feet away from her.
Right, I'm trying to give her something else to focus
Yeah.
on.
Okay. It's her turn. So, it's my turn to make you roll dice.
Oh boy.
So
Come at
everyone
me!
here
Come at me!
in
Bring
the
it!
entire
Bring
room
it!
needs to make a dexterity save.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
No, really, you shouldn't have.
I gotta share. All the snakes, all the wolves, they get
Oh
one too.
no.
Oh no!
Okay,
Everything in
all
the
right.
room.
So the snakes have a
I got the
+4.
snakes.
Can I use
Okay.
counterspell against this? Is this something that I could counterspell at 5th
No.
level? No?
That's not a spell?
It might
11.
be an ability.
Huh?
The wolves have a +2.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Ooh, ouch.
Might need to buy you more dice. For this
Yeah, I
campaign.
absolutely need more dice.
It might genuinely be better to get a dice roller.
I would
I
certainly
will-
like that.
Wizards of the
will
Coast.
find a
This beautiful freaking storage device that I absolutely love, and it's full.
Oh, I love that.
Quack.
What was our save against?
Hmm?
What were we
That's the
rolling?
dex save. We don't know what the total is.
Okay.
Oh, just a straight
Okay.
dex, not like acrobatics or anything.
Dexterity
No.
saving
No, it's a
throw.
saving throw.
To avoid
Right.
to
Oh,
avoid
saving.
something.
Right. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna have to write this down.
15.
Okay.
Oh wait a minute. I get a bonus to my saves from something, don't I?
As a
shit.
paladin, yeah, I think so.
Oh, not for dexterity though.
What was your save, Hashke?
Mine
Yeah,
was.
you might not be high enough paladin for it.
Hold on. Math 21.
Okay. And what was yours, Hazel?
26.
Erica?
10 and 11.
Coby?
Mine's really difficult. What's 1 + 1?
Oh no!
11.
Oh no.
Sounds like full damage to me.
Oh
1 second. I'm on the last roll for my last
Oh.
wolf.
That reminds me, Indomitable. My bad, I reroll.
no! Oh, thank God.
I reroll and I use my second one of Indomitable.
Oh, God.
Oh
Nat 20.
There we go.
So 21.
All
no!
right.
Worth it.
I get 2 Indomitables, so if you fail, you can reroll.
Nice.
It's
That's
a
crazy.
luck roll essentially.
Okay.
Crazy banana pants.
I've got all of mine done.
Okay. Anyone who rolled under 20 takes full damage.
Oh no.
Good thing
If you rolled
I
under 20, you take 33 fire damage.
Yay,
Everyone else
resistance!
takes half.
we take it later.
No, you don't.
16 then for half.
So
16.
How much damage total?
33.
33.
Oh, my snakes are still
33.
around.
Oh my God.
Woo! Not
How
by
many of
much.
them- How many of them are charred corpses? What percentage would you say of the snake swarm has
Swarm,
survived?
about 75% are probably valid. Each swarm has 3 HP left.
Oh, wow.
yeah, that's
So
actually
basically
bad.
like 3 snakes.
She
Oh.
just
I was going to say, do all the wolves poof?
all of the wolves, all of the fucking wolves just
Yeah.
poof.
Even if
I
they
figured.
pass their save, they poof.
Yeah.
Yes, even if they passed. But that does not belittle the idea that I had.
No, it was still great. It
No, I
fucking
mean the next one.
was a good amount of damage to him.
Okay.
Because of evasion, I take 0. Fucking love that
After
arrow
the
again.
explosion, she basically what happened was she went like this and held her arms out, and you saw particles of blood form everywhere in the room and then explode.
Yeah, Hazel's not about this life and just fucking hits the deck.
The-
Nope.
The walls, the ceiling, and parts of the floor are engulfed in flames.
Yep.
Also, well, there are no books on the bookshelves, right?
Oh.
Nope, bookshelves
Oh,
were all
wait.
just covered in dust and wax.
Wait a minute, I
Now
gotta
they're covered
I
in
gotta
flame.
double check a spell. Give me a second. I might do another Thanos snap. Give me a second.
And for her move action, she mist forms directly in front of Hazel.
Damn it.
Why is she after Hazel? Like,
Sorry.
For what it's worth, all of her area effect things, I'm like, nope.
And now you know why she doesn't like Hazel. You
Yeah.
moved that away. That was. I
I
don't.
did a bunch of damage to her and I've taken a total of 14 damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she doesn't like a target she can't hit.
Right. Okay. That was her turn. Vint.
All right, so I'm trying to work this out real quick because that takes my okay. Even if I don't move, I only get the one action.
Yes,
Uh,
you get
oh, wait.
move, action, bonus action, reaction.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of harumphing at the point. Screw it. I've got the extra spell save. I'm going to conjure animals. Surround her,
God damn it.
surround her by 8 more wolves, please.
Some of us,
I was
would,
gonna do an area effect.
some of us would like to do AOE stuff, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
You don't know. We didn't say it. We
Yeah,
didn't call
no,
it.
it's fine.
Go ahead, do it.
Man.
They'll die again in a minute. Don't worry.
Well, that's the thing. I want them to last at least one turn to try
Good
and do
luck.
what I do. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome to try.
I love being interrupted when I'm trying to explain something.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, that would have to be. Actually, no. That's my main action. I will go ahead and ready an additional round using my bonus action into the rifle for next turn to do exactly what I wanted to do in the first place. And I will message our wonderful DM on this one specifically.
Okay.
But that would be my turn. Summon them. They're all 8 of them would be within the her same space. So aside from the one that doesn't occupy Hazel's. And I'm messaging you now. But that was my turn. It got really freaking quiet. So.
Oh
The
yeah,
music
sorry.
stopped on my game. So, Hashke.
All right. So the 3 barely living snake swarms.
2 snakes
Yeah.
each swarm.
They all miss, which is fitting considering most of them are dead. And I run up or move closer so I'm within range of my spell and use Thorn Whip on her sword and try to pull it from her grasp.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I need to make a hit, which 21 to hit,
That beats her AC.
and she needs, I'm guessing it's normally a save, but that's if I hit them. Let me see. Guess Thorn Whip. Is it don't open? Like it's a creature normally. Okay, so if I hit her wrist, can I get her to basically, you know what I'm trying to
pull
do?
the sword out of her hand, or are you just trying to make her drop it?
Try to Castlevania her,
kind of like pull it across the room. Got it.
yeah.
Um,
Because normally it's yeah. Hold on.
It's normally a fighter.
No, there is no save. I hit it. That happens.
Shit.
Yeah. So I
Nice.
do damage and I pull her and or the sword 10 feet towards me. Wow, that was some. My timing of my music was like. So that's 10 damage and.
How many things are within melee as she moves through the threatened squares?
Oh, but
It
she's
doesn't count.
not moving against her will, or she's being drugged, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's
trigger.
the sword,
Yeah,
though, not her.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
So he's just trying to disarm her. Basically, a fancy way of disarming. I like it. Okay. I will allow it. You pull the sword across the room.
Oh, great.
Any change?
The part of the room he put the sword is the blazing inferno where the sword landed. And she looks very angry.
What?
So mad at you.
She still does not like you.
Once you get hit by purple worm poison, you can just not.
Oh
let
shit!
it
I
go.
forgot to add my purple worm poison damage from my second shot in the gun. God damn it! Anyway, here I'll text the number to.
Yeah, just tell me privately.
Quick,
Erica.
Coby, pull out the metronome.
Erica.
So weird. I thought you guys were gonna take like a billion trillion years.
Not this round.
Do either of you have banishment?
I do.
Yes.
Can you banish the sword?
Yes.
No, don't
Oh,
banish
no.
the sword, please.
Oh no.
I just wanted to let you guys fight. I didn't want to banish it.
I can banish it, or I could banishing smite it.
I'm
Don't.
not an awful party
I didn't-
pooper
I
like
didn't
some
say that.
people I know.
I don't do shit. That's the thing that Cat thinks. Hazel doesn't know that much about magic.
Don't banish the sword, please.
I won't.
You have somebody proficient with that kind of sword. that
I'm
can use
not
it.
party
People
pooper.
that are proficient with that sword.
If we can kill her before the spell wears off, it'll come back without a master.
Who knows?
Well, that's how the banishment spell works. Once it wears off, then you come back.
I mean, it's an object.
Whatever,
mean-
I'm not gonna
And
banish
if
the
it's not
sword.
native to this plane, which I'm assuming it's not, because I think we're in a demi-plane right now, it might not come back. It might just go.
Oh no, it's that's what I'm saying. Is it goes away to its own home plane when it's being banished. If it is a native when it's being banished, it goes into a demi-plane.
So it's
Yeah, but I thought there was a thing if it banishes it and sends it home, there's a chance it just stays there and doesn't.
I'll
get to come back.
reread that and text it to you.
if she fails it and this is not her native plane, yes. Charisma save, I think.
I'm gonna do. Is there anybody around her?
7 wolves and Hazel.
And,
Uh-huh.
and about
Damn it, Hazel!
But Hazel's good at dodging out of the way. The wolves seem to catch fire.
On my turn, I'm disengaging.
oh,
Okay, I am.
Uh-oh.
and three swarms of snakes, aka 6
Yeah.
snakes.
Okay. Because most of my
Yay,
stuff,
first
most of the stuff is,
Area effect.
yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah,
Mm.
Coby's too.
Give me just 1 or 2 more turns with the wolves if they don't get auto-killed, if you don't mind. Otherwise, do as you will. They're only summoned. It's not like I'm worried too much about them.
Oh,
God,
there they
everyone
went.
crashed.
Yikes.
Hey, I'm back.
Hello.
Kevin crashed too. Well, Scott's
That's
got to
okay.
play with the cameras.
I'll just do another witch.
Uh-huh. Good job, Kevin. The illusion is ruined every time Cat moves.
Sometimes
Also-
it freezes
Sometimes
like
I
water.
freeze.
I'll just do another witch bolt so you can use your puppies
Well,
again.
Wait, do you have the witch bolt still going? Because you can just keep it going, and then she just
That's
takes
true.
the damage.
That's true. I forgot about that. And I don't need to. It actually automatically hits. So.
Yeah, you just rolled the damage because you're keeping it going.
Yep. Yep.
As long as she's still in range, which I'm pretty sure she is.
Yeah, it's a 50-foot room. You pretty much the whole room.
Practically, yeah. And it's easy just to keep walking with them.
Right.
Something.
26 lightning damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll for another star. And that's a dirty 20.
At what
that
level did you cast Witch Bolt, might I ask?
It was 4.
Wow, okay, nice.
Um.
Let's say 20 plus damage that.
And then on the star I did 28 damage, and that's radiant.
Okay.
Damn.
That's it.
Nice. Coby.
Alright. Bonus action. You notice one of the rings in the gauntlet glows.
Oh
And
boy.
he jumps like a Jedi right to her
Nice.
as the ring of jump activates.
Nice.
And he gets 4 attacks, and he action surges, so he gets another 3 attacks.
Nice.
You know, because we don't have enough D20 rolls for attacks in
Yeah.
this combat.
We need
I gotta,
more.
You need 7 more. I mean, come
I
on.
gotta make up for it, you know. So
Indeed. Way to go.
Like, just roll. Like, if you have multiple d20s, just roll all of them at once, dude. Seriously.
We all have to multi-class into Battle Master and
Yes.
get what's a command.
Yeah.
Man,
So you can command everyone else to make more attacks. Yeah.
I have that. Give me a second. I got a nat 20, by the way. Five with the 7 hit, one of them being a nat 20. I'll just average the damage of 6. Yeah. 6 each. So 30 slashing damage. 36 slashing damage because that crit would have doubled.
Are
And
you adding your
Bonuses?
your bonuses to every hit?
Yep. Because
Okay.
I have the dual weapon fighter stuff. So even my offhand attacks get it. And let me roll from the critical chart because I got a crit.
The critical roll chart.
Yeah.
Summon Grog.
Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome.
we win. Like that's what happens.
So
That's
she
it.
can't.
Like level 20.
She
now,
doesn't have a
so, yeah.
weapon, so this really doesn't matter that much. But she can't take any opportunity attacks till my next turn.
She could still punch you.
And I spend my single superiority die that I have today for commanding strike for one of the snakes because I feel sorry for them.
Oh.
Also, you guys seem to forget that at the very beginning of our combat, she summoned the sword from the other end of the room directly into her hands. That doesn't affect her as much as you think it does.
Also,
Well-
Yes, what's the
Hashke,
bonus action doing that?
Hashke, the superiority dice adds the bonus to your attack to hit, so it's an extra d6.
Oh, nice.
In that case, it does hit.
Oh,
for
good.
3 damage, con save.
Which she can't.
She rolled a 1.
So
So
that's an extra 7 damage?
hang on. I gotta get back to it. They are sneakies.
Yeah.
It is swarm of poisonous snakes.
Yeah.
If it is 46 poison damage,
No.
and that poison damage is not hindered by the fact that there are fewer of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
18. 18 poison. Only 3 piercing though. But
Okay. After Coby, that's Hazel. Angry porcelain lady in your face.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to disengage.
attack first. Attack first.
I have no fucking ranged weapon. I would have disadvantage.
Puncher. Puncher.
No.
Okay, bonus then.
I disengage and then I shoot her in the face.
Advantage.
And I'm gonna use the serpent venom again.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's
You gonna use the shy halud poison?
no, I'm not. I'm saving
just a-
that. Yeah. That's still quite a bit. That's still a hit, I believe. Yeah. So that's a 21 to hit. And she needs a con save. It's only DC 11 though.
Passes.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. I've got a lot of sixes here. That is 44 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 5 points of poison.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot her again, and this time I'm my second one is gonna be a frost arrow again.
All right.
Oh, that's a miss.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Alright.
then I'm using the rest of my movement to run away bravely. Not so bravely.
Brave.
When you run away bravely, it's called retreating.
Yeah, no, I already did that. That's to disengage. I'm just using my movement to get even further away from this bitch.
If you're moving away while firing, it's called egressing.
There you go.
brave. So Hazel, it's Anna's turn.
Oh boy. Okay. Goodness gracious me. So much stuff happening.
Oh my snakes.
How far away is she from me now? Because she went over and like ran down Hazel again. So
She did. She's 40 feet from you.
it's 40 feet from me. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just move 30 feet, so I'm only 10 feet away from her. Gonna rack it and stack it and throw a regular shotgun shell down. But I'm gonna have I'll do the aid thing at the first, so I get my advantage. Okay, that one went off cocked, so I'm gonna rethrow that one.
Ooh, use the iron sights, Anna.
All right, that's gonna be a 22 to hit,
That is a hit.
and I'm gonna drop my second Eldritch Smite.
Okay.
So we're gonna throw down another 6d8s, which is actually all the d8s that I own. And I'll throw the d10s here first. 28 damage from the shot.
Okay.
See what it may be. Oh, there it is. Okay. 8, 15, 16, 19, 2, 27. 27 force damage and another DC 20 save to not fall down. Strength.
She uses the legendary save.
Just force
The
damage,
bitch!
not radiant.
No, it's Eldritch Smite is force.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it works on ranged weapons.
Nifty.
And so that was the first one, and then I'm just going to do another regular shot because I can only do the once per round, and that might not get it. Does it 21? Oh, does 19? So that does hit.
Yep.
Okay, and 10, 11, 28. 28 shot.
Okay.
Just flat.
All right. The corner of the room over there where the sword is kind of almost looks like blue flames. It's so hot over there.
Oof. Yeah.
You
glad
think
I'm
you
not
hear
over
a metal creaking sound across the entirety of the building.
there. That's not good.
I have a fear.
Shoot, my divine sense is an action, not a bonus action. Heck. That's my turn. I'm not gonna
Okay.
be able to my bonus this
He
round.
goes. Well, for them deck saves I had you made last time, it's time for one more of them.
It was under 20, so I failed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't roll a 19
that's
or
a
higher.
That's a 26.
That's gonna be a 19.
She's gonna hate me so
That's
much.
a fail.
Okay, owie. Anyone who got under 20 takes 37 fire damage.
I'm down.
Shit.
Well, I'm just
And-
leaving her
No, I
dying.
don't want one note. Damn you.
On that note, all of the fire in the entire room stops. She seems to have disappeared into mist. You may stop the music now. And reform onto the platform. Erica, you find yourself waking up with 1 hit point for some reason.
Coby hands
Yay!
you 10 potions of healing.
The
What?
saber that you saw blazing in front of her in the corner of the room flies back into her hand, and the scabbard flies back over top of it. And then it seems to disappear off into a corner of the room again. And she merely sits back down onto the wooden chair.
I'm
just
not joking.
Crosses one leg over her other leg and kind of looks your direction. Her hands kind of like tented like this in front of her.
Do I
Coby,
see another one of those teleportation circles appear?
No, but you do see all of the metal circles that were on the large face behind her all align to form one circle. And that circle looks like a strange, like almost tubular portal of some kind.
Tubular, dude.
God
Is
damn
it kind of like in Skyward Sword when they have like the time gate and it's like the cascading tunnel of gears,
Kind of, yeah.
but maybe not gear shaped necessarily?
Oh, it's gear shaped.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Steampunk. Come
Because
on.
of course.
Right, exactly.
Because of course.
When in doubt, more gears.
More
That's how
gears.
that works.
I'm like, so I take it that means we've proven ourselves?
Indeed.
so
My challenge to you was but the first.
I put the arrow
Look.
back.
Look
I
through
think-
the gate behind me, and you will see the path to the next. You cannot walk through it. By looking through it, you can see what others cannot. Your goal will be visible. The gaze that is hazing everyone else's mind will no longer haze yours.
I think I'm gonna vomit.
Coby,
Can we rest here first?
You may rest as long as you wish. I am no longer a threat to you.
Okay, so
Erica just sits down right there on the floor.
You wish something to eat, perchance. A fight like that could take a lot out of you.
There's a lot happening.
As she snaps her fingers, which makes a kind of less fleshy and more porcelain noise, a large table akin to a hero's feast appears in the middle of the room.
I don't think we can benefit from another hero's feast for the next 24 hours for what it's worth.
This doesn't look like a regular hero's feast.
Okay.
It's a big hero feast.
I'm gonna look to Erica. I'm like, do you want to take a sit down, or I have a spell that should be able to help significantly, but it's a scroll, so it's.
You pull out a raw toucher, you heal 70.
Hell,
What?
If I put the scroll back, as all of her wounds heal up.
Alright. Well, I wanted to just sit down because, like, I use a lot of spells, but that's fine.
I would like
Well,
a
no,
sit
we can
down.
still take a short rest. Let's fucking do that. But still,
I can't. Jeez.
Just in case.
14th level casters, man.
Coby hasn't moved from his spot where he was attacking her.
Hashke sits down at the table, eating a rather large platter of what looks to be random meats.
If we're going to die, we might as well die not hungry.
I mean, he's got a point.
Okay.
Besides, we're immune to poison.
I'm gonna go sit across from Erica, but like watching this woman.
Kobe
As
hasn't
you
moved.
enjoy the feast, all of you find yourselves fully restored, as if you had rested a long rest.
Yay!
Give me back that charge. Thank you.
You also, yeah, worry about that charge there, Hashke. And you also restore all of your hit points if you had lost any.
Oh.
And spell slots?
Yep.
Long rest.
Yay!
Long rest means everything resets.
Yay.
Never mind. Koby walks over. He's fine. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
He was going to give you 10 potions of healing that he had in his inventory. He decided to
I
take
have
some of
a,
the
uh,
stash we had.
Only
I have
10?
I have a scroll of healing spirit, which if we sit down, I
Thank
can
you.
heal 10d6 with it. Oh,
Also,
You can have it.
he has a
Don't wor-
staff that apparently can
I'm like,
just
it's
cast
the
heal.
only spell I have that's good at healing. I have one little measly cure wounds.
Hey,
I can
Hazel,
heal a whopping 2d8 plus.
don't worry about that. I can cast the healing spirit. That's one of the few that I can do that
No.
doesn't include my
Well,
potions.
it's I can do it as well, but the good thing is that it's better to have it for everyone who has a little bit.
Can
Agreed.
Hashke cast that? Possibility?
Hashke can cast better.
I know, I'm just saying. Can he also cast Healing Spirit?
I mean,
Can
yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Winthrop
It's
could
Druid
do
and
it.
Ranger.
Yeah.
How
So
many
me, Hashke, and
Can-
Vint could all
Can
cast it.
Anna? Is that a spell that's a possibility for you?
a healing spirit for me?
Yeah, is
No,
that
it's
a
only
paladin?
available to Druids and Rangers.
No.
Warlocks are only capable of murder.
I also have first level paladin
That
spells.
is not true. My warlock hasn't murdered anybody.
Or
Not really.
maiming.
Looks
Or
at the two
maiming.
liches.
Maiming or
She's
murder.
a fey warlock, so mostly she just bats her eyes and it's stupid.
Okay, or seduction.
Oh.
Or seduction.
Charming. She's not seducing anybody.
Oh, right, okay.
That's
She's a
like-
good being.
Well,
Yeah, Anna would do more of that, but she's not trying to get a reputation.
I
The
mean, you
evil
can just
version
be
of
nice.
you.
You don't have to seduce anybody.
The evil version of you has probably already done that,
Right, exactly. I don't need to be associated.
Anna.
Okay, that's nice. Did we get bonus points again from this hero's feast like last time?
nope.
No, you just
Okay.
get your points.
Just get the
restore
long
your
rest
hit points and
bonuses?
a long rest worth of abilities restored.
I think it's once every 7 days, right?
Yeah. Pretty sure it is. That way, to prevent you from spamming it.
Yeah.
I was just going to say... with
At
heal-
least
with-
once every 24 hours. I don't know for certain.
With Healing Spirit, you could just stack them. That's why I was thinking,
Healing
well, if
Spirit.
we have 4 casters, they probably all can cast it. So all 4 of them
Well, I
cast
only
Healing
have
Spirit.
one use of it.
Like whenever?
It's a scroll, so
Is it?
yes.
Is it? Hi, bless you.
It's a spell that I don't know, but it's on my spell list, so I can cast it without having to roll an ability check. but I don't know it, so I can't use spell slots to cast it more than once.
If at any point you need the scroll effectively rewritten, I would be more than willing to assist in creating a scroll of healing spirit for you.
Sure.
Okay. On that note, we're gonna go ahead, if everyone's in agreement, and stop here.
Okay.
Seems like a nice dramatic moment to stop.
Yeah.
We've got a nice little restorative thing going on or whatever. And before the next session, if you're not level 16, you are now.
Woo!
Holy
shit.
shit.
What level are we?
We double
16
level, so yeah. Before you guys get too busy into that, do we want to do plugs or anything? Or
Yeah.
Tomorrow, water deep unless somebody's dead.
I might be dead. I think I'm gonna cancel it. Sorry.
Well,
That's
we'll see
fine.
what you feel like in the morning, because who knows. But
So
just let us
tentative
know.
water deep.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then that's
I'll definitely let you know if it's not.
Yeah. No streams. No streams from you at all next week, right? So taking a week off after tomorrow, and possibly also tomorrow. But we'll be on Twitter, so go check us out. And I believe Aya still has games.
Yeah, and tomorrow on Sunday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time at Dungeon Academy. We're doing the Route of Seven Parts. We're going to space. There will be a space owl, and I will be yelling at Strahd and terrifying him with a tiny gnome. So you should be there.
Yes, they have Strahd with them on their Spelljammer ship. It's a long story.
That's
Great.
kind of awesome.
Yeah.
It's actually a lot like what happened with our Paladin campaign, Blake.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So you seduced Strahd?
Actually,
No,
kind
but
of.
didn't you save him? And somebody else became the domain lord?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was Escher from the Curse of Strahd campaign.
Nice.
So I will ask for forgiveness for being the complete weeb that I am, but I'm going to plug the hell out of Bloodborne, specifically the Hunters DLC, where Miss Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower makes her appearance.
That's where this battle came from, by the way, for those of you who haven't played the game. For those of you who played the game, I tried to do as much justice as I could to her in this combat.
And I absolutely freaking loved it.
It's hard
So
to
out
do.
of curiosity,
That's typo.
how much damage did you guys take that I avoided from those area effect spells?
it took 65 damage.
It,
Total.
it was
I
only
went
around
from
70.
72 to 0.
Yeah, it wasn't that much. It was only like 70 something.
About 52 for
Only
mine.
70 something. I took 14 damage that entire fight.
I wasn't even at half health.
I always play like really weak characters, so it's gonna be really interesting when I get to Sammy and she's like high level and has
I felt kind of bad that the fight was immediately over after that. I was planning on having this badass moment where I'm like, I shoot her in the face and then use a bonus action to bring you back up to health with the healing spirit thing.
I was kind of pissed off because I was readying a round of fire breath so I could use it on the wolf that wasn't in combat. So 7 of the wolves could attack, and the 4th one stands up on its hind paws and fires a fireball from its mouth.
I was
Also,
gonna
A
die.
funny
Don't
thing
be
that
too
Kevin
disappointed.
reminded me, which I don't think is going to matter because these guys disappear in like a minute or something. I don't know how long Conjure Animal lasts. Half of the snakes get up from the ground and start to heal.
My specific summons, if they're within my spirit or thing from my bird or bear or whatever, they heal half my level every round. That's
Cool.
right. They also get more hit points and count as having magic natural attacks.
Wait, are you Druid of the
Wow.
Shepherd?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I just have to get everybody to start attacking me before I can use my 14th level ability.
I wish people
Yeah,
attack.
good luck. Apparently, at least this time, everybody's like,
Yeah.
no, get
Actually,
the Hazel.
no, it's a good idea. My 14th level ability, when I go down to 0, I use Conjure Animals at 9th level. It automatically goes off, and it doesn't require concentration. So if I get brought back up, I have all those, plus anything I can summon,
So what I'm hearing, Erica,
which means 4
what I'm
times the
hearing
number.
is Hashke needs to rush the big bad, and Erica casts Fireball on both of them.
That's potentially 32 badgers.
God.
There's too many badgers. I
Yeah,
don't want
just use the DMG mop stuff if you're gonna be.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do that.
We just need you to get some kind of a mushroom power, and you're a walking meme.
It turns into a swarm of badgers. Just call it a swarm of badgers.
Maybe they can all do a
Badgers, they-
fusion and become a gargantuan badger.
Mega badger.
I can always give them a bushel of mushrooms that I'd have with my
Dire
herbalist kit.
badger.
God.
That would just make them think that they're really gigantic.
Oh,
Oh, no.
mega badger.
Mega badger.
No, mecha badger.
Mega badger.
Oh god.
Don't give Coby ideas now.
I'm afraid.
Well, like
He's gonna have the-
like
He's
theme
gonna have
where
the hulking
they all
badger
just
suit.
jump onto each other and become a monster.
Yeah.
Halfway tempted to turn Link into the mecha wolf from Metal Gear Revengeance.
Yeah, don't.
They all like stick together on their backside and just form a ball of claws and teeth.
Well, I meant changing Link specifically, not necessarily the summoned ones, but that was the idea from earlier on. I can't remember who gave it, but yeah, the whole mecha wolf dagger, flak armor, all that kind of good stuff.
Don't have me turn into a hulking badger suit, and I just have like a piston gauntlet. I'm like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
The Badger Buster.
Instead of the Hulk Buster, the Badger Buster.
So I just reached 11th level in Rogue. So my minimum perception score with a whole bunch of negatives is a 23
Jesus.
because of reliable talent.
Thank you everyone who watched. I forgot to hit turn off stream, so
Oh,
we'll see you guys.
See you guys.
Oh, yeah. Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
night, everybody.
Stay tuned next time.